Edgeworth!
Hello.
It's been 2 weeks.
3,000 years!
I was gone for a week.
Same
Hi,
thing.
everybody.
Hi!
Welcome back, Ark.
Hi.
Welcome back, Ark.
Yay. Good to be back.
How dare you be gone?
No, I had a great
See-
time. Shut the fuck up.
You were having fun. Meanwhile, I was sick. So,
Oh.
Yeah,
so
sorry
it wouldn't have
about
mattered even if you were here.
that. It's my time.
honestly, perfect
Love
timing
ya.
for me to get sick.
Yeah,
Yeah.
honestly. We did miss out
Oh
on
no.
the Forgotten City last week.
But that
that's-
means Ark didn't get to miss out on it.
That's also
Yeah,
true.
there
That's
you go.
true.
There you go.
Thank you, Dubby.
Silver linings.
Yeah.
Thank you, Dubby.
Last
Anyway,
time we
Edgeworth.
made our way out of the theme park.
Finally.
Finally.
I'm coming
You
home.
may want.
Martha,
Oh,
I'm
no, no,
coming
no.
home,
I
sweetie.
Yeah. I was gonna say you might want to load
'Cause
this
that
up
was the
and really
last one.
continue.
Right.
Yeah. Wait. Yeah, this
Final confrontation former
Yeah.
and final confrontation
Yes.
latter. Oh, I'm gonna guess. Ark, may you need to send us the next version of the casting chart afterwards?
Oh, good thinking.
Oh, yeah.
I'll get on looking for that.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm back at the fucking theme park.
should we be here?
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. We didn't
Yeah, we
actually
did-
finish this
Yeah,
chapter.
here we go.
I literally just went, you are not allowed to look at my haunted
That's
house because
right.
I bought it now. Fuck you. Bye,
that's
you
right.
failure of the sun. I got
Fuck
money.
Yeah, Daddy Amano is throwing his
Yeah.
money around it because basically we all know that the son did it,
Mhm.
and this is like I'm not gonna let my boy's life get ruined because he made a mistake in killing
mistake.
someone. So he bought part of the theme. The part of the theme. park that
Boys
has
will
like
be
this.
boys.
Fuck you.
God. If I can't get permission to investigate the crime scene, then the truth will be lost.
Hold it! Hold it! Hold it!
Okay.
Where did
Mr.
wind come
Edgeworth, what are you doing spacing out? Have you forgotten there's only one thing you should do at a time like this?
And what is that?
When people are in a bind, the hero of justice appears to save the day.
The Steel Samurai?
Exactly. Look, you just leave it to me. For I am Kay Faraday, the second of the great Yatagarasu.
But I thought you were a thief, not a hero.
What's the difference?
The Yatagarasu is noble and is always a thief of justice.
That's, of course,
A Nokia.
cellular phone.
If we have enough information, I can recreate the inside of the haunted house with this.
Oh, yes,
that's
right,
so
this
cool.
mechanic.
Plus, if we then factor in everyone's testimony,
You can recreate exactly what happened when I dropped off the ransom money. We may be able to figure out some new information through this. It's worth a try. Agent Lang.
So you want to use your little toy. Be my guest.
I will
Okay.
put your service to the test.
hang on. You're all about to witness the true power of a real modern-day Robin Hood.
Detective Gumshoe, you shall be our Friar Tuck. Is there a copy of the haunted house's blueprints among the police's reference documents?
I'm the what? Oh yes, sir. We got it just in case we needed it for the kidnapping case. Yeah.
All right, I'll input the haunted house data then.
What is this? Where are we? My son is speaking.
I think, Jay? You
Jay?
Oh, I forgot what my name was. Sorry. It's like we were inside the haunted house.
Even if we can't inspect the relocation itself, the path to the truth still numbers here. If I can successfully navigate my way using logic, I'll ultimately arrive at the truth.
Alright.
Now then, I believe I'm ready to investigate the crime scene.
Okay. Okay, so what should I recreate first?
You haven't figured it out yet?
Maybe I have and maybe I haven't. But I'm going to make sure you do all the hard work.
Very well. I'd like to inspect the moment in which I was ambushed by my abductor. The two of them were definitely in this place at that time. If I can verify that, it may provide me with a new lead. I had just come out into the hallway after leaving the money inside the dining room. At that time, I saw a badger slumped over on the floor at the end of the hall.
Eh? What was the badger doing all the way down there?
I also thought it strange. However, I thought that maybe it was simply a mannequin that was set there for the atmosphere.
Do you know which badger it was?
No, it was too dark to tell. All I saw was its silhouette.
In that case, I guess I'll just program a badger silhouette in for now.
Edgeworth, if you say pink, she goes to jail.
What?
Okay,
Old
programming.
bag.
Okay, programming complete.
Okay.
Ta-da!
Terrifying. It was the green badger! Then I started walking toward the exit.
And that's when you were struck from behind, right?
Yes.
But that's odd. The hallway's a dead end. Where did your assailant come from?
There is only one location I can think of. I believe my assailant was lying in wait here.
Is it just the badger?
Could it be?
Badger.
Oh, you guys don't remember the opening?
Badger.
That doll I saw wasn't really a doll. It was, in fact, a costume kidnapper.
Oh, so he used the costume as the perfect camouflage to blend in with the rest of the house.
Precisely. He waited until I had made the drop-off and was about to leave. Then, just as he saw me take a step towards the exit, he stood and launched his attack. I can think of no better hiding place than this.
Hey, not bad. I'm beginning to think I should steal this tactic for myself.
Blue Badger is definitely a joke character in the Ace Attorney fighting game.
Yes.
Yes.
Just don't use it for anything to do anything criminal, okay?
No
It is
promises.
either useless or OP.
He's definitely OP.
Oh, look at that overhead.
Well, Lance?
What are you asking me for?
As one of the kidnappers, I figured I should give you the chance to confess first.
I was one of the kidnappers, but I don't know anything. I did come up with to the haunted house, but I never set foot inside. I left Oliver in charge of picking up the ransom money.
He didn't set foot inside. Is he telling the truth, or is this another lie? Alright, then you're claiming that it was Mr. Deacon who assaulted me.
Yes, I was sure it was him.
Okay, inputting the new info now. Mr. Deacon was the bad badger, right? Since the bad badger has a gun attached to his right hand, I'll have to change it so the weapon is in his left hand.
Now to verify the facts of this recreation. Begin investigation!
Now don't check yourself out.
Why not?
Goodness. The time at the gym is really paying off, you scallion, you.
Okay, is this accurate? Is this what I look like?
I don't mean to alarm you, dearest. You didn't recreate the weapon. So I watched him up at Treasure Island last night, so I got Tim Curry on the mind.
Well, I can't exactly recreate something I know nothing about.
Maybe you got pistol whipped.
So tell me, what were you hit with?
The attack came from behind, so I have no idea. But I doubt it was someone's bare hands. Perhaps badger hands.
Okay, then where were you hit?
I was hit on the right side of my head, just above my temple. There was a bit of blood, but it wasn't anything serious.
Ouch, sounds painful.
Why are you smirking like that when you say it?
It's just your imagination. Now let's see. I wonder if there's anything in this hallway that could have been used as a weapon. I'm looking for something the culprit could have used to hit you with. Like a sword? Like not the blade?
Wasn't that broken in the
but-
door, though?
But that's later.
Yeah.
Oh.
We
is
broke it
pre-door
when we
sword.
opened it from.
Oh yeah, that's right.
outside.
It wasn't broken until we broke it.
I have it. There was indeed one such object lying here in this hallway. A prop sword.
Are you talking about this thing here?
Yes, although we did find out the kidnapper's hideout. Wait. Yes, it's possible that the culprit took it with him after using it on me.
To leave no evidence behind, right?
Correct. Maybe with a more thorough examination yet.
Okay, so what test do you want to run on this sword?
Blood.
It's not gonna come up with any prints, really.
Right, because the
Did-
hand.
Yeah.
Did Edgeworth bleed in the attack?
Yeah. He just
Oh, okay.
mentioned that there was a little bit of blood.
Oh, okay. Got it.
The culprit was wearing a costume at the time, so fingerprint analysis is useless. Let's run a luminal test. It's possible that some of my blood found its way onto this. Agent Lang, may I ask for your cooperation in this matter?
Like I have a choice. Sheena, call the lab boys.
Understood.
Hut, hut, hut.
Except for a dab on the left side, it would appear that the blade is spotless.
So it must have been the left side of the prop sword that hit you then, right? Okay.
Except for this spot, it's spotless.
Yeah. Okay, I'll
Hang
update the
on.
recreation with this new piece of info. Okay.
I won't rest until Inspector was looking granny.
What? And in the next instant, this badger will swing his left arm, complete with weapon in hand.
Yes, to club me with the left side of the prop sword.
Shall I recreate the moment of impact? I want to see the pained expression on your face.
No, we can't let the CG artist get more to work with.
It's just fine the way it is. Wait, maybe not. Is it just my imagination, or is something not quite right? It's me. It's me! I have to say, it's rather embarrassing to see myself like this.
Oh, so what were you thinking about at the time?
I don't recall, but I would guess that I was thinking about the kidnapping.
Really? Because I don't think so at all. Your face practically screams, I'm about to be conked over the head.
If I had known that at the time, do you think I would have let myself be hit?
Is it-
Depends. Who hit you?
You know, the bad badger is pretty bad looking when you see him up close.
Well, what did you expect from a character named the Bad Badger?
And those sunglasses. Wearing them in the dark makes him extra bad.
Now I'm lost. Which meaning of bad does he really mean?
Ooh,
I
he
wear my
bad.
sunglasses
He bad,
at
though.
night so I can.
Is it something about it being in the left hand and hitting him on the right side of the head?
I like the sound of that.
Whoops, that's not
Uh.
correct. Hang on.
It's the right
Oh,
side
I
of
am
my
low
head.
on health. That's right. I wasted so much of my health. You know what? That might be a save. real
So,
quick.
right side of
Yeah.
head, left side of sword.
I mean, it wouldn't be impossible to hit that way, right?
No,
Yeah.
but certainly unnatural.
It would be
to go for it.
awkward.
Yeah.
You would have to backhand to do that.
You wanted to literally go out of your way, and when you want to surprise tag, why would you?
So I guess maybe the sword. Yes.
Yeah.
Ah!
Finally, I found a clear contradiction of facts about this sword.
Sword.
Except for a bit on this left side, this prop sword is absolutely spotless. I think I'm going a little bit too far into the accent. However, if the culprit had used his left hand, the blood would be on the opposite side.
The opposite side? Huh?
If the culprit held the sword in his left hand, then the sword's right side would hit.
I see. But the blood was on the left side of the sword, right? Which means that he used his right hand to hit you.
Exactly. This prop sword has a large hand guard attached to the hilt. It would be impossible to hold it with two hands while wearing a costume with such big hands. Therefore, if it couldn't be the left hand or both hands, it must have been the right.
I'll change the data to reflect a right-handed swing.
Not yet, Kay. There's no sense in changing anything yet. If you change the parameters to the right hand, it only create a new contradiction. Changing the prop sword to be culprit's right hand in conflict with what?
Why?
Gun!
Mm.
Ah!
The bad badger already holds a gun in his right hand, so he can't hold a sword in addition.
Hey, that's right. Then what now? If it wasn't in his left hand or his right hand?
It means that the one who struck me could not have been the bad badger. Are you paying attention, Lance?
Yeah, sure, yeah.
Mr. Deacon could not have been the one who struck me. Which leaves only you as our primary suspect.
Fine, it was me. I hit you.
It appears that you lied to me yet again. But see how quickly they catch up to you, Lance?
Wait, isn't Lance left-handed?
Ah, yes. That's what makes this deception all the more interesting. He used his right hand to make it look like Mr. Deacon had been the one to strike me. For you see, firing a gun with one's non-dominant hand is difficult.
Well,
But that level of dexterity
Shut
is
up.
required to swing a prop sword.
ah!
Okay. Okay. Please
You're
input this
assuming.
Please input this new data. The one who hit me from behind was Lance. Or should I say, the proto-badger.
You got it. Here I go.
Wait, Mr. Lang, and why are you guys wearing sunglasses? Wait, you're still outside. Never mind.
Yeah, this is
Yeah.
a simulation.
Now, we have a faithful recreation of the situation around the attack on me.
All right. All we have to do is examine this new recreation and...
Not so fast.
And what exactly is so funny, Agent Lang?
That amusing little gadget. It sure packs a punch, right, Sheena?
Yes. It was all I could do to hold my laughter in.
Hey, don't make fun of Little Thief, you mean old werewolf. He and Mr. Edgeworth bring out the best in each other.
You've had your little fun, but now it's my turn. I've sat quietly by listening. But the crude conclusions you two keep spewing won't whet this wolf's appetite. There's no guarantee that your toy will always show the real situation at any given time. All it displays is whatever information you put in there, right?
Well, when you put it that way.
Your suppositions are wrong. It's not your fault, so I'm going to let you in on this. There's a trick to this haunted house.
And what may that be exactly?
A trick beyond what your tiny imaginations can produce. Shayna! Bring the papers.
Here you are.
Thank you. Now then, what you missed, girlie, is written right here in this pamphlet.
The 7 wonders of the haunted house. The disappearing badger.
What is this?
I'd say someone around here is fond of theatrics. And as you can see, they set a doll down at the end of this hallway for that purpose. Basically, the blue badger you saw was just a stupid doll.
How can this be?
Guess that throws your whole theory about it being your attacker right out the window.
But that can't be right. Maybe the culprit hid the doll somewhere. And then he laid down and pretended to be it instead.
Not so fast. If the criminal couldn't even hide himself in the hallway, how could he hide a giant doll? Do you get it now? Thanks to your presumptions. Your logic started off weak and led you to the completely wrong conclusion. Now get off your high horse.
Mr. Edgeworth.
Okay. I wonder if you could please input the new information for me.
You don't know when to quit, do you?
I can't quit, not until I can declare that I've found the truth. Agent Lang, for the additional information, you have my thanks.
There you go again. Well, see if I care.
Okay,
Oh, he
I'm
cares.
updating the recreation now.
Care so hard. That had honey shades.
And yeah, Dotty's right. Lance did admit he hit you, so you know.
That's
Yeah.
true.
Yeah, seriously.
We're just gonna ignore that part.
That looks really weird. Look at how it changes from the blue badger into the proto badger all of a sudden.
If the son of a badger was just a doll, then where was my attacker hiding?
Well, that's what we're gonna find out, right? So come on, Mr. Edgeworth, let's go.
Let's go.
Yes,
Let's go.
This recreation can't be right, which means there must be a contradiction somewhere.
Could it be back here?
Hello?
Hello? No.
She inspect my nook until I cranny. This blue badger is just a doll
You're
figure
right,
in this
right?
haunted house.
I bet the one who killed this blue badger was the bad badger, right?
According to the Blue Badger Bible, Blue Badger Bible,
Blue Badger Bible.
Blue Badger Bible, it says that they are each other's worst enemy.
All because one's an ally of justice and the other's a vile criminal with a gun?
Perhaps they were just destined to battle each other. Much like the Steel Samurai and the Evil Magistrate.
Huh.
It goes. It's in their nature.
Hang on.
Guy who only watches one show, boy.
It's just like my TV shows. This reminds me of my favorite television program, The Steel Samurai.
What is the implication?
You said it out loud, Edgeworth.
Do we have any combinable puzzle
No.
logic pieces?
Yeah, it doesn't
No?
look like it.
Okay.
I will need a few pieces to complete my Pink Princess cosplay.
Who's
Those
gonna wear
fools
it?
at MagFest won't know what hit them.
Who's gonna be the Steel Samurai then to go with you, Edgeworth?
He hasn't agreed yet, but he's going to.
Gumshoe?
Oh, I'll do it.
Very well.
You're
what
a
am I doing?
backup.
Now, Phoenix Wright, would you like to be the evil magistrate?
Yes,
I know you
obviously I
want
would
to.
love. Obviously, I would love that. Yes, of course I will.
Phoenix wouldn't have a choice. Maya would make him do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you take a look around, it almost feels like more like a house of mirrors.
Indeed. Who has ever heard of this many mirrors instead of a haunted house before?
Well, at least we know this is the real crime scene, thanks to the mirror shards.
Edgeworth has met Will Powers, right?
Yes, for the
but he
same
was
case that.
prosecuting him.
Yes, yeah.
Hmm.
Well, he was also a witness in the second game on
Oh,
the
that's
last trial.
True.
Briefly.
Hey, wait, these shards. There's something different about them.
Oh?
The ones we found earlier are thicker than the shards from these mirrors on the wall.
How do you know that?
And look, there's some sort of design on the back, too.
How do you know that?
Simulation.
The pieces from that costume are certainly different than from the other mirrors. What does this mean? Could it be that our pieces are not pieces of these mirrors?
Different from the mirrors on the wall, it's very thick and has a design on the back. Window
Ah, he did. Gotcha, Gomez.
To the window?
to the wall.
To the wall.
Oh, and that counts for that, too.
Till the blood drips down these walls?
Can't rot walls with wall.
Yeah, you're right.
We're gonna.
This is where the Proto Badger shows up in our recreation.
Yes. Now the question is, where did he come from?
And where did he go?
That damned criminal Cotton Eye Joe.
That would be its turning character, yes.
Yeah, but there's no place to hide in our current model.
There must be an inconsistency somewhere. It'd be like Joseph Cottons or something.
Yeah.
Pieces of a set of armor on a pile here.
Why do you think they almost always have sets of armor inside of haunted houses?
I suppose this sort of interior design is meant to bring out a sense of the abnormalcy.
Why do all of your explanations have to be so hard to understand, Mr. Edgeworth?
I'm a lawyer.
Now, try explaining it again, but this time so that even a thief like me can get it.
Impossible.
Spooky. That may prove to be a most difficult task.
Be nice.
Be
I
smart.
can talk to you.
Hi, everybody.
Can we talk to people?
Yeah,
Why
sounds
are
like
you
it.
here?
Hello, I am standing very close to you.
Man, real quick. let me just whisper.
Miss
Are you
Potts,
okay?
by my hand, I'll prove your innocence in the murder of Mr. Deacon.
What you talking about over there? What you talking about?
Therefore, please don't fret. It will soon be over. Do you not trust me?
Come
Oh, I forgot that it's me. That is.
Your face is all beet red, Miss Pops.
No, I can't. I have a lamp.
Lola, don't tell me that you... Oh, that you like that guy more than you like me. Come on.
That's...
I'm only a murderer.
Why am I so pathetic? I'm so easily swayed by even a single glance. What exactly is she going on about?
I think you have another guilty person on your hands, Mr. Edgeworth.
I don't understand.
Ernest, my boy, what's the meaning of all this?
Is it Ernest? No, you're Ernest. I'm Miles.
You're Ernest. You're right.
Is it?
Do-
Yeah.
Miles, my boy! I looked away. I just saw the title Ernest. I was like, ah, my boy!
My boy.
Do you plan to pay me back for all I've done for you with the conviction of my son?
It's important that you be earnest. I've not forgotten my debt to you. However, your son's crimes are a separate matter. Further, you can't ignore the truth when it's right before me.
You will regret this. I promise you that.
No matter the outcome, I never regret the choices I make. No regrets.
Me-
You can lie all you want, but it will all be for naught, Lance. As soon, I will expose the truth, and you will be placed under arrest.
How can you do this after all that my dad has done for you?
What your father has done for me is unrelated to the charges you face now.
Unbelievable.
You know, you sound kind of like a bully right now, Mr. Edgeworth.
Yeah. Yes, bully for me. If I'm not serious about this, he'll never understand the true gravity of his crimes. We'll not allow him to remain a child forever.
Now you sound like a dad.
Pa! Daddy! So, have you noticed anything worthwhile?
Yeah, your cravat's
Okay,
a bit
you messed
dirty.
up.
Who does your hair? It's perfect. Not a hair out of place.
Someone's talking to me. I don't know how to respond.
It's okay, Shana. It's
Talk
okay
to
to make
the
a friend.
Scott.
I have no obligation to talk with you.
Oh, Shana.
Well, I'm fine with just a little thief solving this case.
That toy is very well made.
Haha! That's because it's the heart of the noble thief Yatagarasu.
Okay, that may not be something you want to advertise to everyone.
We've been hunting you.
So, Sheena, what exactly is the source of this extra-dimensional-like space?
I believe this is nothing more than a projection from the girl's toy.
So it's all an illusion, right?
Yeah.
Hey, don't treat this like some sort of silly light show.
Alright, it's a fancy light
I
show.
love that dress, by the
Thank
way.
you.
Thanks for letting us use Little Thief.
Lang Zi says, reject not those who seek the truth. So keep in mind that I'm not doing it for you, I'm doing this for the truth.
Don't worry, I understand. We may have different methods, but our wish is the same.
Dog boy scared of holograms, lol.
I can't believe what I'm seeing, sir. This space that I'm standing in is like some sort of crazy dream.
Except that this isn't a dream. This is something Kay's gadget.
No, wait, this is exactly like a dream, sir. I've never been so impressed as a miracle.
Someone sure is easily impressed.
This is
I'm so
easily-
glad you like it. What are you saying, Sap?
This is being easily impressed by this thing?
It's pretty
I
impressive.
mean, this is pretty impressive. Yeah.
Oh, so this is the product of your gadget? Well, now I wish I had one too.
Well, once this is over, I'll let you play with it for a bit, if you want.
Oh, you'll do that for me, pal? Well, thanks. All right, let's wrap up the...
It's times like these that I wonder if they understand the seriousness of the situation.
If I can borrow it after this, can I make
No.
1,000 edgy?
You do not get to.
Put her on some sort of watch list, please. It's the Putta Badger who struck me. I suppose I should really say that it is Lance.
Ooh, are you gonna get him back?
Be not resort to violence when the lawsuit I plan to bring to court will suffice.
Really? Because I would have totally decked him right back. If someone steals from me, I steal something from them. If I get hit, I hit them back. If I get paid, I return the money. That's the secret to how a great thief works.
How do you do?
Her third statement doesn't seem to be of much benefit to her survival.
Good flavor.
You give me
text,
money.
good flavor
You
text.
giving me money? Fuck you, man. You give me money. I give you money. Mirror shards.
Could you inspect the other badgers?
I guess I didn't expect. Well, I didn't expect me.
It's a replica of myself.
You were totally oblivious to what was behind you, huh?
Yes, I suppose I'm also to blame for what happened to me. It was incredibly dark, which was all the more reason I should have been more alert. I vowed to never be caught by surprise again.
Never again. We already examined these two. So.
Gotta be that badger in the back, right?
Yeah, it has to be. This is the
Yeah.
one that has the.
It's still talking about the nooks and crannies.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, and it's got a deduce on it.
Anything unusual about this area?
What are you gonna deduce about it?
What you doing about?
The
What
different
deduce?
mirror shards?
On
Deduce.
this spot?
Well, it was in the helmet, right? The mirror shards that we found?
Yeah.
Is there literally any
Oh.
like we can't really inspect any other
The
place here? So
window?
this
Yeah,
is the
there's-
can deduce.
I literally, I can't deduce.
Oh, you
Okay.
can't deduce.
I see your point.
Yeah.
Maybe you're onto something.
Yeah, there's nothing else I can do other than with the suit.
I
Gotta be
believe in
brush
you.
Why do you sound like that's not the right answer?
I don't know. I could look at it if you want
Are we just meant to say that they're different badgers?
I don't know. I can look into like and see if we are on the right track or not.
Oh, is it? They are different badgers. Is that literally it?
I haven't looked at it yet. That's the thing. But you can guess if you want.
Oh, go ahead and hold on. Not that one. This one.
The mirror shards?
Well, no, I actually like the idea of these two being two separate badgers.
Okay.
Please.
Eureka!
I just found that
Okay.
to be the answer.
Okay.
Hold on a second here. There is something wrong with this blue badger.
Huh? Like what?
The way the belt is on him is opposite of how it should be. Did you make a mistake?
Wait, really?
Hold up.
That can't be! I inputted the image data exactly as it is in the pamphlet.
So then, why is the blue badger dressed up in reverse?
Huh?
Hmm. I mean, I know, but
Oh, I get it. It's a mirror
Is-
image.
Yeah.
They're seeing him in the mirror in the picture.
It's a mirror pictured by taking of the mirror, so it's a mirror of a mirror.
The blue badger in the pamphlet photo is in reverse to the regular blue badger. But why? There must be some sort of explanation.
but why?
The mirror?
Could it be mirrors?
We have logic.
Oh, I guess that's true.
Logic.
I already read this.
Logic.
Logic.
Did it say we were done? Okay, yeah.
Mirror
The
shards.
next.
Blue badger in
The
reverse.
dots.
Ah,
Yay!
reflection. Okay, do you remember what you said earlier?
What I said earlier about what?
Perfect delivery.
Thank you.
What do you mean?
Who are you?
About how the building might as well have been a... Breathe in,
No.
breathe out. About how this building might as well have been a house of mirrors.
A house of mirrors? Oh, that would explain the reversed or mirror image.
Yes, this blue badger might be nothing more than the reflected image of a real one.
Then the blue badger you just saw was a reflection?
When I looked down this hole, I thought it was perfectly straight. However, if there was a mirror,
Oh, then it would actually form an L shape, right?
precisely, I was deceived. The hallway was almost pitch black, and there was a beam in the way that obstructed my view of the other hallways.
Wait, but why build this place like that? It sounds pretty pointless to me.
Kay, this house is just another attraction at an amusement park. They created a mirror wall for a very specific purpose, one I can point out to you. This was the reason they built a mirror wall. For the friggin'
What?
Is there
What?
something about the haunted amusement
the
park in
haunted
here?
badger disappearing.
Do I have
Maybe
that
in that second thing?
evidence?
Maybe
Is
in
it
that
in
second
that?
thing, the brochure?
Page 1,
This?
for sure.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Where's that?
As it's written in the pamphlet, the main draw of this attraction is the mystery of the disappearing badger.
You mean they built the mirror for that trick alone? But you said you saw the badger, so it was definitely still there.
That was true at the time. However, doing this allows someone to make the blue badger disappear in a flash.
Oh, so it's like a Pepper's ghost effect. Dim the lamps?
All they would have to do is dim the lamps.
So that's how it's done. If it was completely dark in here.
Then you wouldn't be able to see the badger anymore.
Yeah. Wait, hold on. That's completely pointless. You wouldn't be able to see anything at all. Not even where you were going.
Is that necessarily a bad thing?
Well, it is if it negates the point of the attraction.
I better
Is that not
rethink
it?
this.
It
Doing
didn't
this allows
hurt you.
someone to make the blue badger disappear in a flash. Move
What?
the wall?
Move the mirror wall?
To remove a reflected image, simply move the mirror.
Oh.
First, the mirror was constructed so that it could be moved. Then, beyond where the mirror was, an empty hallway had to be created.
Oh, so when they wanted people to see the blue badger, they would open the mirror. And when they wanted to hide it, they simply had to close it again.
Now, and yes, that is what I said. This explains why the other side of these fragments have a design on them.
Oh.
Mm.
Ah, and if the pattern is the same as the other walls in this hallway?
Then, when the mirror is closed, it would blend in with the rest of the walls. This is the mirror trick that this haunted house employs. And this also proves the existence of a hiding place for the culprit.
Huh? How so?
Okay.
Think about it, Kay. There was a place that was outside my field of vision. The culprit kept out of sight by hiding here. Behind the mirror.
Yeah.
There was a very large blind spot, one I could not see beyond, and it was here. If my assailant hid on the other side of the movable mirror,
Then you wouldn't be able to see him. And he didn't even need to do anything to the blue badger doll.
exactly, all he had to do was wait for me on the other side of the mirror.
Wait, hold on. I just thought of something.
Yes?
Well, shouldn't the mirror wall be broken right now in reality?
Since we have a few shards of it, we can probably assume that it is. Yes, it most definitely is broken. The question is, when was it broken? Since we found these inside the victim's costume, that would mean that the victim was there when the mirror was broken. Wait, that sound.
Oh, shoot. I don't have that anymore. Leave the money and go now.
Blah, 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 blah.
Fine, Jigsaw. Goodness gracious. This. Well, there it is again. The sound I heard was most definitely the sound of a mirror breaking.
Want to hear it
Kay,
again?
I'd like you to input some new information.
Ah, don't scare me like that.
I'm sorry, but I need you to recreate something for me.
Sure, whatever you need. So, what do you need, anyway?
If you can first recreate this hallway just before I enter the dining room.
You got it. Beep, beep, beep.
Now this. I believe this is how it was right before I entered the dining room. Although at the time, I thought it was but a single straight hallway. And then I went inside. It was around then I heard the sound of a mirror shattering.
You heard what? Then,
Yes, I believe it was then that the mirror was broken.
okay. So, then you stepped outside into the hallway again.
The mirror wall should no longer exist. Kate, please recreate that.
Got it. Wait, but with the mirror gone, the culprit lost its hiding spot. So where did he go in his proto-badger suit, Mr. Edgeworth?
That's easy enough. With the mirror gone, he simply hid himself in the branch hallway.
I think this about wraps it up. Looks like we finally solved everything.
No, not yet. An even larger contradiction has now reared its head.
Huh?
Perhaps you did not notice. But this recreation contains a very troubling inconsistency. The inconsistency between what I saw and the recreation lies. Lies.
He wouldn't have seen the badger laying down if things were the way we're describing?
Yeah,
Is it
but
the bee, then?
isn't that right?
But he saw it?
Uh-oh.
Here!
Huh? Are you sure that contradicts with what you saw?
Oh no.
Well, that's something even I must look into a bit more.
What? If even you're having a tough time with this, then this must be one tricksy trick. Oops. Hey, wait, you didn't mean what you just said, did you? Stop messing with me and just tell me the answer already.
Very well. Thank goodness I would soon she failed to notice my slip-ups. My heart! The scene is all before me, and what's being presented in this recreation, there's something that was there on site that isn't in this recreation.
Oh, he doesn't see it, so the fact that it's empty there.
Yeah.
Is it the same thought process, just the wrong spot?
Probably.
Did
I'm
we
gonna...
see
Oh, I can't. Can I not save
A
here?
badger slumped over there
No.
on our way
I should have
out
said
as
something
well?
like that.
That's what he just said. That's what his CG was showing us, wonder.
Yeah.
To
This
show
guy-
that he saw something down there.
Yeah, I
Now
was
it gets
just-
here.
Yeah.
Confused
I guess
if
so.
we like looked for that on the way out as well as on the way in.
Well,
I
he
don't
just said he
remember.
was looking down the hallway.
Yeah.
If you're bringing in hostage money, you would want to look like around your surroundings when you're leaving the area. I feel like.
Fair.
Please be right. Okay, thank God.
Yep.
Okay, take a good look at the end of the hole.
Oh, there's no blue badger there.
Exactly. The blue badger that I saw in reality is not here.
Hang on.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's time to start saving before every little thing now.
It'd be like
We're gonna
six-
die.
I've made mistakes.
We're gonna
It
die.
doesn't bring us back that far to the last save when we die.
Does this game not heal the same way that the other games did?
They heal different ways.
We've definitely been healed before, but it's just been a while. Did you say this?
Yes. This is the final point on this long chain of logic. The last remaining contradiction. My head.
It looked like it was coming out of his head, yeah.
I'm having a thought.
So let me get this straight. When you came out of the dining room, you saw a badger, right?
And it is that, and that is precisely where the further contradiction lies. Something that shouldn't exist was there before me. Who or what do you suppose it was?
Is it the dead body?
I believe this is the real identity of a mystery badger.
I can present a
Uh-oh.
profile. It
Will it actually?
Oliver Deacon.
Oliver Deacon.
Will it actually let you?
Maybe not. Oliver Deacon.
Because see, you gotta. Oh?
The bad badger?
Wouldn't it be the proto badger?
No, because Deacon was the bad badger, Lance was the proto badger.
Don't we think
Right?
that it was Lance?
Okay, hold on.
I was thinking that Lance was hiding in the side hall. The glass shattering may have been when the murder happened, and the slumped over body is Deacon's dead body, while Lance was hiding in the side room.
That's what I'm thinking
Oh.
as well.
Got it.
So maybe we put this.
It's either the bad badger, if we're going along the lines that this is Deacon. It's either the bad badger or it's this. I'm gonna say this. Please
Body
be
was
this.
moved from somewhere.
You're
Yeah.
funny. Apparently, it's both the victim's costume or the murder notes.
That's good.
Good.
Granted, you
feel
were
like-
looking at the wrong part of it, though.
There should be more instances where if it's a little ambiguous which piece of evidence, both should work.
Yeah, but it was specifically the victim costume and not the bad badger head that was the answer there.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Good.
The badger I saw was, in reality, the dead victim's body. And the fact the description said was moved from somewhere, that makes you feel more confident, like,
Yeah,
yes, that was
that's
the right
true.
Right. Also, the background's gone.
What?
Legends to
Ah!
Whoa!
That's not Wander.
Wasn't
Who
me.
was it?
I think it was Ark's mic.
Oh no! I don't
Did
know.
you
what
bump
I
your
did
mic?
I might need to replug it in again.
there. Oh, okay.
Mute yourself before you do that. Okay.
Hey,
He's
yeah,
on, he's
please.
on.
Legend Lang, the entirety of my complete logic is my final decisive piece of evidence. The murder happened in the hallway of the haunted house at the time of the drop-off. And you can consider the moment I heard the mirror breaking to be the real time of death for Mr. Deacon.
No!
Maybe it was due to their fighting, or perhaps it was the life-shattering bullet. But no matter what the cause was, the hallway mirror wall was broken.
Not so fast. Ha! You were in the house at the time, right? Are you telling me that you missed the sound of a gunshot?
Yes.
There were a variety of sound effects playing at the time, all for theatrics, I assume. The gunshot must have blended right in.
Yeah!
Hey, yeah.
Now then, I'd like you to recall something for me. Who was it that was with the victim at the haunted house?
Yeah.
Who was the one who had the opportunity to rob the victim of his gun and use it on him? It was you, Lance Amano.
Whoa. Look at those Studio Ghibli tears.
Like I had a choice, all of it turned on me all of a sudden. He snapped into my man after I hung up with you. He shoved me to the ground and straddled me. I fought back so hard as I could, grabbed his gun, and I shot him. The bullet must have went through his body and shattered the mirror. If I hadn't taken his gun and shot him first, I would have been the one you found. He's a hardened criminal. He escaped from jail.
See, that's justified self-defense. My boy was only trying to protect himself.
That remains to be seen, and will have to be resolved in court. Agent Lang, I leave the rest to you.
Ha! As if you were the one in charge around here. Guys, arrest these two and get them out of my sight.
Wait, I had nothing to do with the murder. The only person you should be arresting is Lance.
Sorry, but you're not slipping away that easily, Mr. Ernest Amano. You tampered with the evidence so that you could cover for your son. What a great dad you are, willing to risk it all. Truly touching.
Oof.
By the way, do you know why I'm really here?
And how can I possibly know the answer to an asinine question?
You wound me. I came all this way from across the sea just to see you, you know?
Is asinine not a swear?
No.
No.
No. It just means dumb.
You came to see.
Me?
Little old me.
Well,
What's that? What's that supposed to mean?
I have a few things to ask you, Mr. Amano, about a case from 10 years ago.
A case from 10 years ago?
Oh, what's the name that you use it here for that case? Sheena! Bring the papers. You have the papers? You do. It's good.
It's known as the KG8
The DL6
No!
Studio Ghibli
Let
sweat.
me tell you about the
Yeah.
DL6 incident. The KG8 incident?
Oh, so you remember it. Good. Then you'll recall that the trigger in that case was the Amano Group scandal. Specifically, the charge of an internal smuggling ring.
Smuggling? There's that word again.
At the time, the person that was arrested as the ringleader was Mr. Amano's very own secretary, Mr. Colin Deveray.
Father!
Even though you pushed the crime onto your then secretary, Mr. Deveray, I always suspected that you were involved in the smuggling ring, Mr. Amano. Mr. Deveray was arrested in place of you, which is why when he broke out, you hid him from the police, right? You hid him in exchange for his silence on your little dirty secret.
No, please calm down. I honestly have no idea what you're talking about.
Pretend to be ignorant all you want. We're taking you down to the precinct anyway for a nice long chat.
Hold it! Uh-oh.
Oops.
What the? Who the heck was that?
Hi?
What?
I'll take him down to the precinct if you don't mind. What did I sound like?
Something
And who the heck are you? I'm Jacques Sportsman, and I'm the prosecutor in charge of this case. Remember me?
Oh.
Oh, Jax! Oh, thank goodness you're here.
Don't jerk me around. This is an Interpol case, so keep your paws off my suspect. Sorry, but I can't comply. I've got the backing of the prosecutor's office. See, in this country, we prosecutors work with the police to bring cases to court. So if you could please cooperate with me here, that would be great. Now, how about a handshake to seal the deal, huh? Sorry, but I hate prosecutors, the whole lot of you.
Bye now.
Guys, arrest the two suspects.
Sir!
Oh, I almost forgot. Prosecutor Miles Edgeworth, is it?
Yes.
I'd like to thank you.
Thank me.
Yeah, for working so hard to fulfill my goal.
Hey, is that any way to thank someone? And what the heck is that supposed to mean?
You were so relentless with Lance that you forced Ernest to tamper with the evidence. Thanks to that, I finally had a legitimate reason to arrest him. So, how's it feel to bite the hand that feeds you?
The hand that feeds me? I'm not sure I follow.
Ha! It's no use pretending with me. You're the one, right? You're the corrupt prosecutor that's working for Mr. Amano and the smuggling ring, right?
No, I would never do such a thing.
What the heck? Intel's never wrong. People don't lie. In your prosecutor's office, there's definitely someone working with the ring.
So Agent Lang suspected my relation to Mr. Amano. That must be the real reason behind his antagonistic attitude.
On top of that, your mentor was Manfred von Karma, right?
Stepdaddy!
There were non-stop rumors flying around about forged evidence with that guy. You're not twisting the truth behind those closed courtroom doors too, are you?
The courtroom is a place where the truth is revealed.
Well, don't worry, it's not only you. The whole lot of you can't be trusted. The prosecutor who never lost in 40 years, every defendant must be found guilty. Fueled by that kind of thinking, is it any wonder that courts produce nothing but falsities and lies?
It would seem that his disdain extends beyond just me. Prosecutors, the courts, why is this man so angry with us all?
Rest assured, the next time we meet, I won't be so forgiving. So don't you forget it.
Please, wait. Agent Sheena. Why does Agent Lang hate all prosecutors so?
Lang is the head of the long-honored House of Lang in Shengfa. The heads of all police-related divisions in that country were of Lang blood.
Were? What do you mean by that? Aren't they still?
Gotta go now. They were revered, but that was long ago. They don't hold that sort of sway anymore. And it was all because of the courts.
How can that be?
A prosecutor once withheld and tampered with the evidence one of Lang detectives found. That evidence purity was tarnished and cost the Lang family its honor and trust. Trust?
But not all prosecutors are like that.
Not all. Even so, Lang will never respect the court again. Or any prosecutor. Bye now.
So Agent Lang is a man who hates all courts and is unwilling to forgive prosecutors.
Portsman?
Oh. Man, what a piece of work that guy is. Come on, Jim, we better catch up.
Is that guy even casted?
Yeah!
Except, yeah. We've still got to deliver that thing to the old man, after all. Corruptly walks away.
Detective Gumshoe, I believe it's time we wrapped up and headed out ourselves.
Yeah, now you going home, Mr. Edgeworth?
No. I've done nothing but be entangled in one mess after another since my return. If it's all right with you, can you drop me off at my office?
Oh, no problem, sir.
Excuse me.
Yeah, what is it?
Thank you very much.
Aw, it's okay. No need to thank me, pal. I was barely involved, but just doing my job as a detective.
I guess I was fooled pretty badly like by Lance. Oh, cruel babe. What's a woman to do when she's been hurt by the one she loves?
Why do you hate your hair?
And to think, I never realized my father was right there, and I never said anything to him. I knew it. I'm a failure.
Ah, there she goes again, talking to herself.
Miss Pops. I wonder if you know why your father participated in the kidnapping.
Oh no, I have no idea.
Your father died when he was trying to stop Lance. Which means that from the beginning he had no interest in staged self-abduction.
Wait, then why did he?
I believe it was because of your presence, Miss Pops.
Me?
Lance realized that the two of you were related, which is why he used you as a hostage to coerce Mr. Deveray into cooperating.
Father!
As a felon, he could not tell you of his real relation to you. However, as the Amano family butler, at the very least he was able to watch over you. It was all he could do, but that was the shape of his overflowing love for you. Go on, speak your mind.
That is, thank you very much.
You're welcome. Although there was no need to thank me.
No, Lauren, stop. I mean, this man's so much older than you.
I can assure you I'm not interested.
Looks like you've completely stolen her away, Mr. Edgeworth.
Way to go, sir, I think.
Your technique is way beyond the level of a great thief.
What are you going on about now?
Wow. Your deducing skills may be sound, but you have no street smarts.
Street smarts?
That's Mr. Edgeworth for you.
Yeah, I mean, he still hasn't figured out who I am at all.
Nani?
If you haven't remembered in all this time, I guess I'm just gonna have to say it.
My name's Eenie Miney.
What a reveal.
Wow. This isn't the first time we've met, you know?
Phoenix, right?
What do you mean, pal? Mr. Edgeworth, how do you know this Goyle?
Are you a fae? Can't keep track of you all.
There's too many. Looks like you've totally forgot me too, Gummy.
Gummy?
Bears?
Here, maybe this will jog your memories.
Oh, thank you.
I promised I'd return this to you one day, remember?
That single piece of cloth took me back, far into my past.
If I see an elevator, I'm gonna scream.
To that fateful day 7 years ago when I first met the then-child Kay. And Detective Gumshoe.
Flashback chapter?
What?
We first met Gumshoe?
Well, good stream.
So you're telling me that from the first chapter, we went back, then forward, then back again? Okay.
Don't worry about it.
This is a yo-yo game.
The DL6 incident.
Also, when we went forward after going back, we didn't go forward enough. We were still back in the forward.
Beginning.
Oh, we're so back.
Okay.
This is my favorite chapter. I'm excited.
Ooh.
I hope so.
Turnabout reminiscence with Gumshoe. Young
Gumboy.
Gumshoe. Young Shoe.
We've seen younger Gumshoe before, right?
Yeah, but he still
Pokemon.
looked exactly the same.
Yeah. He had like a different
He
coat
had a
or
different
something.
coat.
Yeah.
I think it was the same coat, just not that color
It was
yet.
brown,
Yeah.
Young Goose. Kay Faraday, the young lady who calls herself the second Yaragarasu. The piece of cloth that she conjured up has taken me back to many years ago.
Rapid fire. Here we go.
7 years earlier.
A meteorite falls from the sky.
Temsek Park.
New characters. She's cute.
Yeah,
her
that's
suit.
right. I did it. I killed the guy. But it was the great thief Yatagarasu that told me to do it.
Who?
Ooh.
Zap?
Zap.
I have to defend it. It's auto-scrolling.
Yeah.
Don't
it's
you
always
get
wrong.
it? I know the true identity of Yatagarasu. The Yatagarasu is the man standing over there at the prosecutor's bench. Water.
Are you saying that I'm the Yatagarasu?
Don't you deny it. You told me to kill him when you snuck into the embassy.
I gotta come up with a voice for this guy.
Are you claiming that Miss Faraday is a Yatagarasu?
That's exactly what I'm saying.
Mr. Val, I think we've heard enough.
Your Honor, please listen to me. I'm telling the truth. You gotta believe me.
What is this?
You just
Like
gotta
a Victor 2
believe.
cutscene?
Yes.
I'll make you eat those words.
Jay.
In accordance to the defendant's accusation, a new prosecutor shall be called to replace Miss Faraday, Mr. Faraday.
Oh.
This court will be in recess until the new prosecutor is around there.
We are going to be so
Daddy.
lost whenever we have to say Mr. Faraday instead of Miss Faraday.
Yeah.
Ooh, young outfit.
yeah.
So old.
Yeah. He's baby.
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 It's almost time for me to enter the courtroom. Who is this guy reminding me of?
Me too. It's hitting me like an actual real person.
Right,
Who is
like
that?
a real person.
Yeah, like an actor with the face
Chat-
and the I can see him in my head. I'm gonna look him up.
Wait. He's in a bunch of Wes Anderson movies.
I don't know who that is. That sounds great.
And so it is that my first assignment as a prosecutor will be as a replacement for a prosecutor who has been accused by the defendant. Not Jim Carrey.
Not Jim Carrey. That's
Adrian
probably
Brody?
Saps.
Edgeworth? Or
Oh.
Edgeworth.
Daddy. Step
Papa.
Daddy.
There he is.
Sir. Step Papa.
Ha ha ha.
Have you read over all the documents regarding this trial?
The return of Von Karma. This
Yeah.
is interesting. Yes, sir. I've memorized everything there is to know.
Very good. The paperwork for the prosecutor substitution is just about complete. Edgeworth, always bear in mind that you, as your mentor, I, Manfred von Karma,
I'm an asshole.
will accept nothing short of perfection.
That's
I understand, sir. To have the chance to stand in court at such an early stage in my career, I am honored and proud.
As I have watched over your studies, I am giving you this very rare chance. Prove yourself. Crush the defendant's pathetic lies into oblivion.
Yes, sir! That such a legendary prosecutor will be what? Oh, this is still young. That such a legendary prosecutor will be watching and judging my performance. I have to be perfect in every way.
Papa.
I'm trying to distinguish between modern Edgeworth and young Edgeworth.
Yeah.
But like sometimes with the narration, it's hard to tell who's talking.
I'm gonna assume that this is all
Yeah.
going to be young Edgeworth.
Yeah.
Today's trial should have just ended in 1 minute. Yes,
Because the defendant was picked up by the security camera, correct?
exactly. The killer had the gall to say that he only killed because he was instructed to do so. Even more outrageous is his claim that the case prosecutor, Bern Faraday, gave the order. Look at a smug-ass face.
Yeah.
Right?
I like him.
Faraday is such a fool.
Does he look
A
like
foolish-
Hannibal? Maybe?
Isn't Hannibal bald?
Okay, I tried. Sorry. Continue.
He's been cornered by his very own prey.
Sir, are you an acquaintance of Mr. Bern Faraday?
He's a pathetic man who speaks nothing but nonsense.
Nonsense.
He once tried to explain to me a way of punishing those who cannot be brought to court.
Those who cannot be brought to court. That is nonsense, for no man is above the law.
Well, there are always a few exceptions. However, there is no reason to even deal with such individuals. A prosecutor is a guardian of the court, one with no obligation to outside matters.
Thus, there is no reason to deal with such individuals. I see.
Edgeworth, disgracing yourself as a Faraday will not be forgiven.
Disgracing yourself as Faraday has.
As Faraday has
Yeah.
will not be forgiven. Yeah.
Yeah. Have no fear. I will not let you down, sir. In place of the accused prosecutor Ben Faraday, I'll prove the defendant's guilt.
Very good. I've secured an hour of recess for you to prepare to do just that. I may have looked up a video to find my voice again. Show them all the power of karma.
Okay.
So you have achieved a firm understanding of the case.
Yes, sir. I've memorized everything that is written down in the case files.
Well then, explain the case to me. I want to see if you really know what you're talking about.
Understood. Important, present the badge.
Oh, I will.
A murder was committed on September 8th in front of the Kodopian embassy.
Kadopian.
Good luck.
Wow.
The victim, Mr. Dead Man, was a staff member at the embassy. The defendant in this case, Mr. Mackerel, was held for questioning the night of the incident as he was deemed suspicious.
Was he fishing?
He was quickly placed under arrest for possession of a murder weapon, a gun.
That might actually be the pun they were going for.
Furthermore, at the time of the murder, the great thief Yaragarasu had successfully infiltrated the Kodopian embassy as well. But first, Rel claimed that he himself was Yaragarasu, but that he did not kill Dead Man. Is it deed, died, or dead, do you think?
It's
Dead.
gotta be dead.
Probably dead.
Dead Man. What would he expected to gain from such a desperate lie?
It's possible I didn't want to go down while he was in the spotlight if he's found guilty.
Or maybe it's Dade Man?
Go for the pun.
Yeah.
There truly is no limit to people's insanity. Or inanity?
Yeah. Inane. Yeah, inane.
Inanity.
Inane.
You understand where I came from, though, when I read my
Oh,
line.
yeah, of course.
But I digress. Continue, Edgeworth.
Yes, sir.
Hold on, let me just grip my arm here for no reason. It doesn't hurt, I promise.
During the trial, the prosecution presented the security footage that captured the murder. The footage clearly showed Mr. Rell as the murderer. The act of Mr. Rell firing the gun.
But the
could
act of
clearly
Mr. L firing the
no.
gun could clearly be seen from the visitor's gallery.
Terribly sorry, sir.
How dare you? I'll
Upon
forgive
seeing
you if
that,
you do,
the
Rel.
defendant retracted his statement and admitted to the murder. I did it because I was told to. By the real Yatakarasu, Ben Faraday.
Are you afraid of stealing my lines, boy? That sounds about right. However, you've forgotten one thing. While this may appear to simply be the murder of a Kodopian embassy staff member,
Embassy.
yes, people are actually referring to it as a second KG8 incident.
The second KG8 incident, I'm very sorry, sir. I feel I failed to study hard enough.
Deal 6 again.
Ah!
Well, even among the police is information that only a select few are privy to.
Could you please enlighten me, sir?
Hang on.
But
before we do
first-
that. First,
Hang on.
look at my badge. Not that button. This wait, huh?
Wait, we should
You
examine it
don't
there
wanna look
too.
at the badge. Oh?
Oh, it's because I didn't.
Maybe a young Ezra has something else to say.
This badge's design is said to reflect the relentlessness and discipline of law enforcement. It comes from the authority vested in us as strict protectors of the law. As executors of sentences much like harsh winter frosts and blazing summer days. And to wear it is to identify oneself as a prosecutor. But my mentor has told me that it's more fashionable to keep it in my pocket.
It's Karma's fault.
Each prosecutor's badge is engraved with the number of its owner on its back. Numbers, as if we're not human on the inside like everyone else.
Thank you for your input.
Now, though,
Present the
Your
badge.
It is thanks to you that I've finally become a prosecutor, sir.
it's amusing that you want to become a defense attorney, yet became my student. It's a strange path you've traveled.
It's true that I had once wanted to become a defense attorney, but now I'm honored and proud to be a prosecutor.
I see. Then as a student of mine, I suggest you remember this well. The prosecutor's badge is not to be flaunted.
I would never flaunt anything, sir.
The dignity of a... What's the cravat then? I can't speak.
Yeah, where are you talking?
I suddenly looked at her right and was like, wait a minute.
Wait a second.
The
They're the
dignity
same
of a
picture. They're the same picture.
The dignity of a prosecutor lies in the man himself, not in the badge.
I understand. I will keep that in mind.
Besides, why put a hole in your fine garments? It's simply preposterous.
Prosecutors must also take pride in their appearance. I will keep this in mind as well.
I'm constantly having to remind the others at the prosecutor's office of this. It's more fashionable to keep your prosecutor badge in your pocket.
In other words, always treat a prosecutor's badge with care and honor. I understand, sir.
Couldn't you
I
wear it on
present
your
it
ascot?
only when necessary.
Sir, what do you mean by the second KG8 incident?
In order for me to tell you that, you must first learn about the original case. Take a look at this graph.
Oh, this is a 3-year-old newspaper.
You have heard of the Amano Group scandal before, right?
Yes, I have. The secretary of Ernest Amano, the Amano Group's director, was arrested. Under suspicion of smuggling.
Correct. CCU was an employee of the Amano Group.
CCU.
And the sole witness in the smuggling operation. It was she who brought the crime to light.
On suspicion of snuggling.
However, Miss Yu was silenced before she could testify in court.
Wasn't a Cadopian embassy staff member arrested for the murder?
Yes. A Cadopian by the name of Manny Cochin was the suspect. However, due to the lack of evidence, the case went unresolved.
Lack of evidence?
Ha! If only I was in charge of the case. I would have done everything in my power to prove his guilt.
To make sure that all criminals are found guilty, my mentor really is dedicated.
Faraday was the prosecutor on the case then, and he was as pathetic as ever.
Mr. Faraday was in charge of the KG8 incident as well?
That's right. And now, once again, the victim of the case you are currently assigned to was someone who was scheduled to testify against that smuggling organization.
And just like last time, the victim was murdered right before he was to testify.
You're catching on. The victim was murdered just before his day in court against the smuggling organization. Events are occurring almost exactly the same way as they did in the KG8 incident.
So that's why it's being called the second KG8 incident.
Yes.
Yes.
Yet, I was yawning, okay? Yet there is one difference between the two incidents.
What would that be?
The so-called noble thief that is sending everyone into an uproar. The great thief Yatagarasu.
Yatagarasu? I'd better find out more.
Sure.
My throat is gonna be the death of me.
If it is
Sorry,
true
Gals.
that Yatagarasu...
What are you talking about?
If it is true that Yatagarasu showed up at the Cadopian embassy, what could he or she or they have been after?
No doubt to steal my suspicious accounting records and release them publicly.
Any.
Or any, not mine.
Not just
I
us.
have none.
Of course you don't.
Yeah.
Or more likely, to steal secrets from the Cadopian embassy itself.
You're a beacon of integrity, sir.
Yes. Since the
I'm
item that the Yatagarasu stole from there was sent to the police.
I'm so glad that you took me in after my father tragically passed away.
Yes, tragically.
You're a good man, Manfred von Karma.
I'm one of those two things.
Hey.
You're a good person, Manfred von Karma.
I'm still one of those two things.
What was it that Yatagarasu sent to the police?
I don't know the details.
Von
Anything
Karma's
related to the
non-binary,
Yatagarasu.
didn't know that.
Yatagarasu
New
is getting...
lore.
I'm evil.
No.
Anything related to the
Non-binary people can be
Yatagarasu.
evil, right, Lunar?
What are you talking to me for?
He's
Don't you
getting
know
the top
firsthand?
secret treatment. Still, I find it very ironic.
Gender lawyer.
By returning the stolen item to the police, it was proved positive that the Yatagarasu has infiltrated the embassy on the same day the staff member was killed. Criminals have a way of incriminating themselves, wouldn't you say?
Hang on.
No, you have a line.
That would have been the first time that Yatagarasu has left evidence behind, correct?
Yes, indeed. If you wish to learn more about Yatagarasu, then I suggest you ask Faraday and not me.
Mr. Faraday?
He happens to be the prosecutor in charge of the Yatagarasu case as well.
He's the prosecutor in charge of both KG8 incident and the Yatagarasu case. Mr. Faraday really has a lot on his plate.
Baby. Tiny.
Bubby.
Aww.
What is it, little girl?
You're scary, mister.
Did you need something?
I want to trade these coins with you.
A fistful of dimes, quarters, and pennies. But it looks like you have exactly $1. Is this what you want?
Oh, Washington?
Thanks. That's exactly what I needed. Bye,
Bye
now.
Now I can pick the lock.
Bye.
Could that child be here to watch the trial?
How disrespectful for a child like that to be running around inside the courthouse. Does no one have respect for this country's judicial system anymore? Oh, I thought it was a gun. I mean, I thought it was my gun.
Prosecution is complete.
Agreed!
Good.
Why, do you even know how much time there is left before the trial resumes?
I am so sorry.
I can have you mopping up this courthouse instead of protecting it in an instant.
Oh,
It's no bother, sir. Not being completely prepared could prove to be a perfect handicap for me.
A proud one you are. You had better collect the evidence from Faraday and prepare yourself.
Prepare yourself.
Prepare yourself. It's time for your debut, Edgeworth.
Are you crossing Finger and Cane? I don't understand.
Yes.
Goodbye.
We waggle our fingers at each other. It's a family thing.
Oh, it's September.
It's September.
Where's March?
We
Not
have
now.
left March briefly.
No. Well,
September.
yeah, backwards. Yeah. Time.
Keep
Oh God, am I gonna be your assistant? Oh God,
Yup.
no! Oh no! I'm so no!
Take a sip.
Get the milk.
An actual courtroom in this game.
Yeah.
Just what is going on? Why isn't Faraday here yet? How is it possible that the defense is not prepared yet either?
Barfleaf, where is Mr. Faraday?
I'm not sure. I wasn't even paying attention.
Mr. Edgeworth, it's called Bailiff. It'll never
What's his
catch
name?
on.
Barfleaf.
It's never gonna catch on.
No,
Call him by his title, not his
that's his-
name.
That's his Christian name.
Yeah, we go by titles here. We call him Judge.
What do you think the judge's actual name is?
Definitely
Jude.
Jude.
Judge today will be Jay.
What? Hobble.
Aruba?
I reached for it
Alpha?
and it didn't. Huh.
That
Alpha
happens.
is a very common name.
Yeah.
You remember that clerk we worked with that one time?
Yeah, Alpha, yeah.
These nuts?
Oh, you must be the one Miss Von Calmer recommended.
I'm here.
Oh, this is a weird sprite to be seeing for the judge.
Right? It is
Three-quarter judge.
awful.
It's not
It is
bad.
me
No,
from
it's
the
not awful. It's just
side.
weird.
Yeah, no, it is cursed. It's good, but it's awfully
Yes.
cursed.
It's called the side profile. Jeez, I hear this will be your first try. I look forward to seeing how you perform.
This is too much detail.
It is.
Oh, by the way, was there someone celebrating a birthday during recess? I guess when I heard a popper going off. Come to think of it, the other day with my grandson.
Sir, it looks like the trial is about to resume. However,
Yes, it will be all but impossible to prove the witness is a liar. Without the evidence from Faraday, what is that blasted buffoon up to?
It's an emergency, sirs! Or actually, no, never mind.
Oh,
Emergency says. Silence!
There shall be no yelling in this sacred hall of law. Bailiff! Remove the man from the courtroom at once!
Who are you speaking to?
Please wait. You got to listen to me.
I'm surrounded
There's
with
an
Jace.
emergency. Oh, wait. Defendant lobby number 2, Mr. Faraday and the defendant. There are two of them. They are both. They're both dead, Your Honor.
what?
Well, that sucks.
That could have been better.
Ooh, it's September.
I love this lawyer over here.
There he
That's
is.
such
There
a good
he is.
design.
There
Huh?
he is.
Who?
This is the best character of all of Ace Attorney.
Really?
Yes,
What?
you are correct. Continue.
Great,
Please
man.
keep talking.
Stay back.
How big is this man?
Oh my god.
No
one is
allowed on the crime scene. Period.
So, like, what's your deal? Just who does this oddball think he is?
This is becoming quite the hotspot.
I love your earrings.
Oh, yeah.
Isn't she Mr. Vale's defense attorney?
Which one said that?
I mean, it's got pale, so I gotta guess.
Yeah.
But though I was also the one running in the hall, so does it really make sense for me to say I don't know? But there's no running in the hallway, pale.
Guessing Ark's character?
Nah, probably not.
Nah.
Pal.
And who are you to tell me what to do?
We were
Oh, it was
the one running in the hallway.
Gumshoe.
Oh,
that's
really?
not
Mm-hmm.
Whenever I find out what's going on like this, it's time for some civil discourse. And some fast foods and milk.
Ants.
But what about the ants?
Ants.
This sofa looks like it's seen its fair share of use.
It's not what I'm looking at.
Looks like another part of the courthouse is visible from the window.
Not what I'm looking
Edgeworth.
at.
This is how my eyes are locked with my reflection's eyes in the barred window.
Not what we care about.
Edgeworth?
As a student of Uncoma, I refuse to back down. I won.
Incredible.
What a
The
dork.
ants were
though.
there to make you get that beautiful line.
This is how you get ants.
I won.
So, for many reasons, this chapter is great.
Good.
Yeah.
Excuse me, but who are you?
What's your story?
Detective Tyrell Bad. Homicide.
Oh, you are bad, aren't you? I mean, I was informed of the situation and came as quickly as possible. So how did you arrive and inspect the body before me?
Faraday requested for me to testify in the trial. Plain and simple.
Mr. Faraday requested that you be here.
Tell me about
Present.
Oh, fuck.
I've already
I'll do that later.
contacted HQ about the situation. I've got nothing to say to you, kid.
Kid?
Wait.
I'm Mr. Faraday's substitute in today's trial. Therefore, I insist that you update me on the situation. I can't back down here. I have a right to know.
Do I need to teach you a thing or two about how to talk to adults, kid?
Is he threatening me? How old is Edgeworth here?
Early 20s?
Is he going for his gun? It's just a mirror. How dare he trick me like that?
Faraday was stabbed to death with some kind of blade, and he had a gun in his hand. The other man, a Mr. Mac Rell, was shot and killed. He was found holding a bloody knife in his hand.
Was there anyone else that went into defendant lobby number 2?
Yeah, that big lug over there. His name's Gumshoe. My shoes are clean, though.
I love him.
He was in charge of guarding the place. He's claiming that no one else entered the room.
If that's the case, then they must have killed each other, correct?
Maybe.
Such impudence! This guy's really testing my patience.
Hold on. Can you take a look at this? Not that button.
Yeah, all right. Does showing that off make you feel like a big, strong prosecutor?
Of course not. I was simply proving my title of prosecutor to you.
I see. But most prosecutors don't go around flaunting those things. It's like a detective walking around outside with his badge flashing in the sunlight. Show that off too much, and before you know it, you'll be elbow deep in angry criminals.
That would definitely be a problem. Oh,
Hang on.
surrounded by criminals.
Oh, yeah.
Edgeworth, your fantasies are left at home.
Surely it says his age in the profiles if we want to see it, right?
22.
Oh, is it not
We
here?
don't have our own.
How old am I?
How old is Dead Man?
60?
I'm 60. But Dead Man and Bad, what about them?
53.
53.
53. Oh, what a
Whoa.
coincidence.
Same age.
Oh, what's it mean?
Same graduating class. And okay. Why was I not informed that you were going to testify in court?
Homicides aren't my only gig. The Yatagarasu case is also one of my assignments.
So you were called upon to comment on the Yatagarasu's characteristics in order to assess if Mr. Faraday really was the Yatagarasu or not.
Well, well. Looks like you just might have a brain after all in that head of yours, son.
Son, I'm not your son, Pops.
I ain't your friend, chum.
Do you want this?
Daddy. Detective Bad, I'd like to ask you about this piece of evidence. Could you please pay attention?
I'm listening, but I've got nothing to say. End of story.
When did this guy escape from Hotel Dusk?
Right?
He would fit right in.
Yeah. Very well. Why didn't you say that in the first place?
All right. Well, thanks. What about you?
Do you have a minute?
You know, I'm not really into talking to people I don't know. Especially at a time like this.
I apologize for not introducing myself before bothering you. My name is Miles Edgeworth. I was to take Mr. Faraday's place in court.
Edgeworth, huh? Never heard of you. So Faraday's substitute is a newbie, huh?
I'll have you know, madam, that I studied under Manfred von Karma. Do not take me for some naive novice.
Is she a fairy?
What?
Take me for some naive novice. So you're a student for karma. I should. Let's go to a dead giveaway.
Stop right there. These are the garments of one who gallantly presents the facts.
Thanks for the great laugh, but try not to make me laugh so much, okay?
I wasn't trying to do anything of the sort.
Just kidding. I'm just goofing around. By the way, do you know who I am? My name is Callisto Yu.
Oh.
And if you're telling me the truth, then we're about to go head-to-head in court.
Related to CCU, perhaps?
Probably.
Impossible.
But of course, I've heard much about you, Miss Yu.
But of course, I heard so much about you. You're a regular Shakespeare.
Did I say something funny?
Yes.
Yes.
I'd like you to update me on the situation.
I don't really know anything. Why don't you try talking to those detectives over there?
If that's the case, then why are you here? What's so funny?
It's just the way you speak is so tactless. A person I was going against in court until only a little while ago was just murdered. It's not like I could go back to court and pretend that nothing had happened.
That's a good point. I apologize for asking such an insensitive question.
It's fine. Don't worry about it. Dude, cheap viewers, I want one expensive ones.
Oh my
Dude,
god.
I want the cheap viewers.
They're gone already. No, they don't pay for stuff.
It is a shame that we'll not be able to face each other. It was to be my first trial, too.
Oh, was that a declaration of war? How nice it is to be young and carefree. And what a nice squeaky clean badge you got yourself there. I'm jealous.
I'm sure its gleam will dull over time with experience.
Are you saying your reputation will also tarnish over time with it?
That's not what I meant.
Well, you can't just avoid some things in life.
I'll never allow my badge or my reputation to become tarnished.
Good luck.
Boop.
Miss Yu, what do you think about this piece of evidence?
What do you think about this piece of evidence?
What's so funny? Actually, Edgeworth, I'm interested in finding out what you think about it.
I don't really know all that much about it.
Then I don't really know much about it either. I was reaching to block Dachi, just like on
Dangerous game.
Yeah, that's a quick way to get you banned, Dachi. On accident.
we've done it before.
We'll do it again.
Easily
Yeah.
undone, but
Yeah.
it's funny. I was just like, buy expensive. Oh, wait.
Only the finest viewers that money can buy.
At our channel.
Well, we spare no expense.
Sorry. Guess I can't be of any service.
They all come from Crystal Lake.
I shouldn't push her too much. She'll just start laughing again.
Thank you.
But it's
Gumshoe.
funny. You do have a point.
Gumshoe.
Dumb boy.
Baby. Oh.
And you are?
Who, me? Hey, pal. It's common courtesy to tell someone your name first before you ask them theirs.
Point taken. My name is Miles Edgeworth. I'm a district prosecutor.
Oh, a prosecutor? I've never seen a prosecutor as young as you, pal.
I've told you my name. Now, would you mind telling me yours?
Detective Dick Gumshoe, and just recently I achieved my dream of becoming a detective. More than a dream, it's what I was born to do. Wait, maybe I should check and make sure I'm not really in some kind of crazy dream first, you know.
This detective is entirely too excited to be at a murder scene.
Hi, Gumshoe.
So, Detective Gumshoe, would you mind telling me what you know about the incident?
You know that I don't have to tell you anything, right?
I know that. But it would behoove you to fill me in on what you know.
Bees don't have hooves. Well, you're a problem for a youngster, ain't you? Well, anyway, Detective Bad is the one in charge.
No one got me, Jay.
So, you're just gonna have to ask him for all the details, okay? As for me, I was guarding the door for the defendant lobby number 2.
So you were on guard detail. Did you notice anything strange while you were on duty?
Well, I freaked out when I heard a gunshot, and then I kinda froze.
You're a detective and a measly gunshot scared you that much? Then again, I can hardly claim to not know what it's like to hear one at close range.
Then Detective Bad came running to the scene. We went to lobby number 2 together, and then both men were just kind of lying there, dead.
Is that everything?
Yeah, that's it. I was in the hallway the whole time, but I didn't hear a peep of a struggle.
Interesting. Other than the gunshot, he didn't hear a single sound of commotion.
Hello.
How does his coat stay on? Miss you!
There's someone who wishes to see you.
It's more bullet hole than coat at this point.
Yeah.
Who is it?
A Cofonian embassy staff member by the name of Manny Coachman.
What?
What's going on? Detective Batten misused moods just changed all of a sudden. Wait a second. Wasn't Minnie-chan...
Aizen?
I'll be right there.
See a little bit of Aizen. Oh, this is me. Oh, it's nice to see you again, Miss You.
Look at this man!
Poster in the background.
Young Judges for Justice.
Judges for Justice. Is his first name Young?
Young,
Oh my God.
No, young Judge is his rapper name.
I like it.
Why are you here? I have no desire to ever see you again.
Now. Actually, would you mind stepping outside for a brief chat?
Yes? Fine, let's go.
I didn't run, I sped walk. Bad.
Von Karma, it's been a long time.
My voice is lower than your voice.
No, my voice is lower than yours.
Anybody got like $6? I would love a Swiss roll.
Yes, here is $6. Comes you.
Oh my God, that's amazing. Thank you so much.
No.
$9 for beef jerky. What's wrong with this economy?
You're not getting any. I knew you would show up.
I wonder what that said in the original Japanese version.
Wait, $7 for milk?
Very tasty milk. It's the most expensive cow they have.
What?
There's a cow in there, actually.
Oh. Moo.
They
Just
also use
something
it for
from
the
the
ham
background.
sandwiches.
Moo.
And the beef jerky.
Yeah. Fresh.
Awful. You usually do when the Yargarasu is involved, and I see this case is no exception.
Do you know Detective Bad, sir?
Yes. He's like an old bloodhound that never leaves the scene of a crime. If only he would get a promotion and move on.
It's the crime scene where a detective is most useful and effective.
It's not like I don't know that. Moving on though, Bad. The man that I just passed by. Was he not the suspect from the KG8 incident?
So I was right.
Just what is that man doing? Wandering around here.
The machine won't take the bills. Can I get a different bill for the Swiss roll?
Yeah, sure, kid. Here you go.
I fucking stick. Bad. You let him fend for himself, Bad.
You excuse me.
Towers over him. Not many people tower
very
over
tall.
Manfred von Karma. Yes.
Alright.
That Faraday. I can't believe he let such an easy cat get away.
It does remind me
Imbecile.
of the experience I had today where... So I got new shoes.
Mm.
They are
Oh.
very high heels.
Did they
And
rule
I'm
or did they
already
suck?
quite tall. Oh no, they're great. I love them. But like,
Nice.
I'm already taller than most people, and here I am in like probably 3-inch heels. So it was
Fun.
quite an experience walking around work in these things.
She likes to be tall.
From heel to
Especially
heel.
since one of my students who I work with is definitely less than 5 feet.
Oh no!
So it was a fun time at work today.
So it's like standing next to Loon. I'm sorry.
Excuse me.
Yeah, don't attack Lunar about that. No. It's crazy. I'm the same height as Lunar.
It was the way you said it.
We are getting through this case.
Yes, we are.
I would have proven his guilt in 3 minutes.
Von Karma, I think you've said enough for now. It's in poor taste to speak like that about the departed.
Very well. Back on topic. I'm placing Edgeworth in charge of the investigation here.
Ah,
You
Me
didn't
and
think
Lunar
this
are
is
actually the
here?
same height.
Oh!
tiny.
Tiny.
Oh!
What RPG protagonist is this?
Papa, how can you place him in charge?
Franziska, what are you doing here?
I'm here for summer vacation. What else?
Another flashback to
September.
The whip is so small.
Schmo.
It's a crop now.
Schmo.
Franziska von Karma. So she is here on vacation from Germany. She is the daughter of Manfred von Karma and a student of his, who's also junior to me.
You're the one who's junior to me. And don't you forget it.
Stop reading my mind, Franny.
Never.
You're not conveniently avoiding the bar examination, are you?
If you are able to pass, then I'll have absolutely no trouble at all. I'll never allow myself to lose to you. Never.
Why does she always have to be this competitive?
Anyway, Papa, are you really assigning Miles Edgeworth to cover the case? Backstop. Nope, stop that.
You are ready to present the badge already? Yes, I am. Why do you ask?
Well, you know, I'm close to becoming a prosecutor myself. And I am 100% confident that I can do a better job than him.
Prove it.
That's just like Franziska. She has no problem badmouthing someone right in front of them.
Oh.
What'd you-
Bad.
Oh, reminds me of Rain from Tales of the Abyss. Now that I think about it.
Bad.
Manfred.
Dinner at 7.
No.
Fuck. These two will be conducting the investigation.
What? You want me to let both of these kids loose on the crime scene?
This is a perfect opportunity for them to work on their prosecutorial skills.
The crime scene is not a place for children to be messing around in.
I'm the one with the authority of this crime scene in bad. And I will not tolerate complaining. Edgeworth, Franziska, I'll leave this case to the two of you. Is that the first time I've ever said that in that voice?
Wait, this guy? Maybe.
Yeah.
Oh, probably.
Understood, sir. Oh, so?
Yes, Papa.
Babe,
Hmm.
you can have the money back. The machines won't take the bills.
Oh, sorry, buddy.
Daughter, don't tell him it only takes coins. I'll go and take care of the paperwork now.
No, it clearly
I mean,
also
it
takes
also-
credit cards.
And yet they want to have all your credit card. I
No.
really want that Swiss roll.
I don't have cards on me. I don't have credits.
This does not surprise me.
Remember, I'll accept nothing but a perfect report from the both of you. Do not disappoint me. Don't stare at me.
Hold up, Von Karma. I still haven't agreed to this.
Miles Edgeworth.
It's been quite some time, Franziska.
This will be the perfect chance for us to see which of us is truly worthy of the Von Karma name.
Would it kill you to at least say hello?
Long time no see.
Very good.
Just because you became a prosecutor first doesn't mean that you can act all proud.
She hasn't changed a bit.
Miles Edgeworth. As I was saying, we shall see which one of us is worthy of the Von Karma name.
For crying out loud, I've been reduced to a babysitter. Oh.
It looks like Mr. Von Karma was successful in convincing the detective. That's just like him. He never fails. Now, I'd appreciate it if you could quickly run me through the facts, Detective Bad.
You're better off checking things out on your own.
Very well. It seems like getting help from Detective Bad will be a most arduous task.
September still.
Yeah.
Is this the only real explanation that they killed each other simultaneously?
Miles Edgeworth, you should listen to someone until they are finished talking.
What are you talking about?
I'll only say it one more time. This is a competition to see who is truly worthy of the Von Karma name.
A competition?
The person that figures out the truth first wins.
So the person who doesn't discover the truth is a dishonor to the name.
Exactly. I don't care that you became a prosecutor before me. I simply refuse to hear any more foolish things come from your foolishly foolish mouth.
Fine, whatever makes you happy.
Can I take that as you accepting my challenge?
Once again, whatever makes you happy.
Well then, let's begin the investigation, shall we? I'm going to find the perfect evidence and prettily present it like the professional I am.
Competing to discover the truth behind a crime. How delightfully childish. I know you can read my thoughts, Franny. I love this dynamic.
Yeah.
You kids over there.
Kid?
Ha! Serves you right, Miles. He just called you a kid.
I said kids, kid.
How dare you call me a kid as well?
I'll do what I please, and I won't allow you to cause a ruckus on my crime scene. Hey, big guy, you're gonna watch over these two.
Yes, sir. Detective Bad, sir. Yeah. Now, do what I say from now on, okay, kids?
You better not get in our way, Scruffy.
Scruffy!
You'll feel the bite of my whip if you do.
The new prosecutor boy. Let's get your investigation started, all right? Let's get this over with, please.
Great. Now even that detective is treating me like a child.
Release.
This will not last.
All right. Well, time to get investigating. Get a move on, prosecutor boy.
My name is Miles Edgeworth. And if you were to call me Prosecutor Boy one more time, it'll be my duty as a prosecutor to look into your monthly salary.
You can't see what isn't there. Wait!
His first threat against his income.
Yeah.
And what would you do with my salary after you saw how much it was?
Oh, that's up to you now, isn't it?
Would you increase it? Oh, really? Well, sounds good, pal.
He's so naive. I love
right.
them. I love them all. These babies.
Baby.
Oh, babies.
Tiny.
Detective Bad, may I have a word with you?
What is it?
It appears that both a knife and a gun were used as murder weapons.
Yeah, it does.
That leads us to our first question of the investigation. Where did the men acquire the weapons?
The gun was inside of Faraday's bag. It was a piece of evidence that was presented in the trial earlier today. It was used to kill the Cadopian embassy staff member. But I never heard anything about the knife. Mr. Rell was being held by the police. There's no way he could have brought it in. Which means it's possible that Faraday had the knife on him from the start as well.
Could it have been a piece of evidence that had yet to be presented? But then, why doesn't Detective Bad know about it? What if... It's possible that Mr. Faraday brought the knife in under the guise of prosecutorial evidence. He could have then brought it out and attacked Mr. Rell with it.
Maybe you got a brain in there after all, kid.
Is he going to treat me like a child forever?
Yes. It
Looks
looks
like
like
Mr. Oh, I'm sorry. Continue.
It's alright. That's alright. It looks like Mr. Faraday attacked Mr. Rell first, who then counterattacked. That's the only logical conclusion you can draw from a scene like this.
Not yet. I feel that it's much too early to be drawing conclusions already. Must first find conclusive evidence so as to protect the honor of the Von Karman name.
Okay.
Tea!
Yeah, let's just have a cup of tea first.
Sounds nice.
Yeah.
It looks like Mr. Faraday fell on top of Mr. Rell. At first glance, it seems like they must have killed each other. However...
Using logic, the only logical conclusion is...
What was that outburst for?
My detective instinct just hit me real hard. It was Mr. Rell that fell first, see?
You don't need a detective's instinct for that. It's common sense. But I suppose we won't know much more than that until after I examine the bodies. Nooks and crannies.
Wow. What's this?
The very first one.
Why are the plastic bags scattered all around?
All those bags are for, keeping evidence safe, pal.
I know that much, detective.
Do you? Well, you sure are good at this stuff, ain't you, pal?
Normally, I'd be happy when someone compliments me, but when it's this guy... Anyway, could these plastic bags be evidence of a fight between the two men?
Wait, I just realized.
What?
Can we present the badge to Francisca?
She just starts crying.
Sissy!
Contemplate!
Get
Ah, I see.
Did you figure something out?
This is a competition, Miles, and as such, I'd appreciate it if you didn't talk to me.
As you wish.
No, please,
No.
You can't do this to us!
no. We gotta rub
Hey,
it in your
sissy.
face.
We want
Look
a
what I
breaker.
have. Look what I
I'm a
have over here.
prosecutor.
I have a badge and you don't.
We're gonna try as often as possible to see if we
Yeah.
can.
She starts tearing up, but she refuses to cry.
Yeah.
Well, like Mr. Faraday
Looks-
died while holding the gun in his right hand.
So we
So
shot
we
Mr.
shot
Rell.
Oh, yeah, you go
So he shot Mr. Rell and then fell on top of him while still gripping the gun?
I guess that does seem kind of strange, eh? I mean, why would Mr. Faraday know how to fire a gun?
It's not exactly rocket science. Even I know how to pull a trigger.
Well, I mean, you have to look.
Although I doubt I'll ever need to use one.
You have to cock back the hammer. There's a hammer on the gun. Oh, we never had to fire a gun, pal, either. But it sure does look cool to hold a gun with your hands. Ah, shit.
There's a new hole in my jacket.
My arm!
Good job, Gumshoe. Good job.
I'm so sorry, pal.
No.
Jay's on a roll today. It appears that the police's screening procedures need a thorough review. Anyway, I should jot down some notes about the handgun in Mr. Faraday's hand.
Thank you.
Handgun data. High-nays.
But yeah, Jay, doesn't this mean he's right-handed?
Could be, is he?
Depends on his eye.
He's right-eyed.
Also, the fact they brought it up, no, it definitely does not mean that.
Well, it looks like Mr. Bell died with a knife in his hand, one of the hands.
There's some blood stuck on it.
Might be jam. Then
Homicide?
he must use this as a weapon. Yep, no doubt about it.
Was Mr. Faraday carrying this on his personage? Did he bring this as a piece of evidence for the trial? Or did he bring it with a very different intention in mind?
Oh, are you getting sleepy, Miles?
It's the jet
No,
lag.
I'm wide awake.
Keep telling yourself
I
that.
just need a cup of tea.
There's some tea right over there on the table. Take a sip.
Jot some notes down about it. I would take a sip. Sissy. I'm a prosecutor. I can do what I want.
No, that's murder tea. Stop that.
In sleepy time.
Forever.
Take a sip.
Take a sip.
I'm gonna go and grab some soda.
Okay.
Okay.
Did you read this?
Yeah, I should. Yeah, jot down some notes about
Notes. Yes, good. Love them.
I love notes.
They're my favorites.
Distant sap.
Distant saps. First, he killed a Cadopian embassy staff member, then he was murdered himself. This guy. Take another sip.
Okay.
Yep.
Gotta pace yourself with
This
characters
guy?
like Bad and Fun Karma.
Oh, that guy right there? No, he wasn't exactly an angel, you know.
That's gum too.
Yeah, he's kind of a dick. I would know.
Oh, what makes you say that?
Well, he's been hauled in the precinct several times for theft and assault, pal. So yeah, he's definitely the type to have committed a murder too.
Well, he didn't admit to killing Mr. Dead Man.
Hey, good point, pal. I knew my detective's intuition was telling me something.
Detective's intuition?
Yep, you know about it? It's a special feeling that all detectives...
We don't have time for all this conversation right now. Let's return to the investigation.
Okay.
Should have got that Swiss roll.
Yeah.
Mr. Faraday, how ironic it is for him to lose his life in a courthouse.
Yeah, why did it have to be like this? I don't even know what to say. I can't believe this happened while I was on watch, pal.
Rather than beating yourself up, you should spend your time continuing the investigation. Didn't you become a detective in order to solve crimes?
Yeah?
Then get back to work. Find out the cause of his murder.
Right, I'm on it, pal.
Is that everything here? Perhaps? Oh.
Gun? Oh.
His hand is all black down there, see? I wonder what it could be.
I thought that was just shading. But
Me too.
Where? Oh, there, yeah, it's all dirty.
If you look closely, this blotting pattern resembles an ink stain.
Oh, I thought it was gonna be.
Well, okay, well, sure. He shot fires with his right hand, don't he? Oh, an ink stain?
Yes, I usually get ink on my own hand when I use a feather pen.
A feather pen? I've never seen one of those before, so you ain't making it up, pal.
oh,
Mr. Bell's cause of death was from being shot, correct?
Well, that's what we think, but it's hard to tell with him, lying face down.
Death is bad enough, but it's truly lamentable that someone would try to hide the truth.
Are you sure they were trying to hide something?
I can't confirm Mr. Bell's cause of death with his body positioned like that. Detective Bad, I'd like to examine the bodies in further detail if possible.
What's this? You're not able to form a theory with them the way they are?
I believe an examination of the bodies is vital to finding the perfect evidence, don't you?
I suppose you do have a point. Well, hurry up and get on with it.
Labby,
Yeah, sir. We've taken enough photos of the scene, sir.
and there you have it.
Do you not approve?
Of course not.
What?
Investigation of a crime scene is the work of a detective, so don't touch a thing. Hey, big fella, turn over the bodies for me, will ya?
Okay. Please forgive me, Mr. Faraday, sir.
Gumshoe, do not get emotionally involved. Remember, you're a detective. I'll buy you a Swiss.
You're oh, yes, sir. No, understood, sir, yes. Please don't shoot me.
Okay.
Let's see. There's a knife wound in his chest here. Oh, no, sorry.
I do see that, yes. That's very clever.
I wonder if the wound matches the knife Mr. Rell is holding.
Labby,
I guess Saps?
Yes, sir. Verify now, sir.
make it quick.
No, sir.
Okay.
From the look of things, one could deduce that the knife Mr. Rell is holding is what killed Mr. Faraday.
Okay. Fair enough.
alright.
Mr. Faraday is holding a gun in his right hand.
Well, that's the one Mr. Rell got blown away by, right?
Labby,
Yeah.
your answer.
Yes, sir. We found that the ballistic markings do match that gun.
That was quick.
Oh, ballistic markings are,
Are the figurative
figuratively-
figurative fingerprints a gun leaves on a bullet when fired? Every gun leaves its own unique ballistic markings. Therefore, by looking at the markings on a bullet, you can tell which gun it came from.
That's it. Of course, I already knew all about it, pal, yeah.
Maybe you'd be better off going back to the academy.
There, come on, sir. Cut me some slack, will ye?
So the bullet that was fired from this gun is what felled Mr. Rell.
Okay. Pen?
There's something in his breast pocket. It's a fountain pen.
Nah, it's not a feather. Hey, you know, I always keep a pencil behind my ear.
The smudge on. Wait, what was it? His left hand?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think so.
Is he left handed?
yeah.
Ah, curious.
It's because Detective Badders was always telling me. You should always write your name on everything that you own.
Yes, somehow you do strike me as quite a forgetful individual.
Have you written it on your pen, Gumshoe?
Have I written on my pencil with my pencil?
Yeah.
I
Yes.
admit I haven't tried it yet. Let me go sit in the corner.
It looks like Mr. Faraday was stabbed with this knife that Mr. Rell was holding.
I stabbed myself in the head.
What's wrong, detective?
Oh, my stomach's starting to hurt just from thinking about getting stabbed.
Just keep your mind on the case, all right? Shot in the chest.
And you're to blame.
You give love a bad name.
Bad name.
Bad.
It takes
Bad?
That's
That's me.
it takes so much to fire a gun in a courthouse.
You remember our old go-to karaoke song, Francisca?
I mean, I've been a detective for a whole week and I still haven't fired a single round yet. Not a single round.
There aren't any burn marks on his clothes. That must mean...
Wait, burn marks?
Boining.
Around grows very hot as it is discharged from a firearm. Therefore, burn marks are usually left when a shot is fired from point-blank range. Ergo, Mr. Rell must have been shot from at least a yard or two away.
Okay.
You sure know a bunch of neat stuff for your age, pal.
Apparently, this detective has as much common knowledge as your everyday marsupial. Let us now try to understand how the two men died. First, Mr. Faraday took the gun and the knife out from today's trial evidence. Then he aimed the gun at Mr. Bell and fired.
It wasn't me.
However, Mr. Bell managed to grab the knife and counter Mr. Faraday while being shot. Then the two men fell together where they stood. That is my theory in any case.
What a
Pardon me.
crazy way to go.
Pardon me.
Cat?
But
Yo.
Yeah. Maisie was desperate to leave.
I gotta get out of here.
she's doing the voices again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that we made that
Yeah.
the chat emote. Debbie made that, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, thank you. Still, something about the explanation just doesn't seem right.
Okay.
I believe I now have a firmer grasp on what happened here.
First. Fountain pen.
By the way,
stain.
I think I mentioned this before we started the stream to the others, but Maisie is almost 10 years old.
Little old lady.
Still a baby.
Well, still a baby. That splotch on Mr. Faraday's hand. I wonder if it might be the ink from his fountain pen.
Oh, let's ask the lab guy. Labby!
Sup?
Detective Gumshoe. I can confirm that the substance of Faraday's hand is the ink from his fountain pen.
I see. Good work. I have contributed. You know, I've always wanted to say that. Even if it's just for once in my lifetime, yeah.
If Mr. Faraday wrote with his fountain pen in his left hand,
He's ambidextrous.
I think it's fair to assume he was left-handed. It appears that Mr. Faraday's pen is very important to our case as well.
Okay, if you say so, pal.
Okay.
Couldn't might be both hands. No, it's gotta be left hand.
No, he's
Go with the
okay.
other hand. It's just, oh, it's scary. Don't look at me like that, Edgeworth. Oh, there's some stuff in the bag, pal.
I suppose this was Mr. Faraday's bag. It's probably the trial evidence I was supposed to collect from him.
This is the evidence. I'd better not touch it. I'd leave prints on it.
So, do you just not pay attention to anything you do?
Eh?
There are some plastic bags stacked up on the table. There's a tea set too, but there doesn't seem to be any sign of a disturbance.
Yeah, the table's all neat and tidy. Maybe they were just like super quiet in the shuffle. Like, after all, I didn't hear anything from the in the hallway, you know.
Maybe the plastic bag scattered on the floor throwing us off.
Is that so?
This decorative plant's foliage is quite nice. It's actually soothing to be around it. Perhaps I should purchase one for my room. Charles.
Charles.
Wow!
What is it, Detective Gumshoe?
My TV at home is so tiny compared to this one, pal.
Then perhaps you should purchase a more normal-sized television like this one.
Oh, let me see here. Wow, this thing is huge. There's a coil! And it's way too noisy.
You're the noisy one, Scruffy.
Don't touch it. You'll get your fingerprints all over it.
But I didn't touch it.
Preservation of the crime scene is the foundation of detective work.
The foundation, huh? Sounds like something the rookie here needs to shore up on. The window is open and there's a fresh flowery scent in the air.
Yeah. The flowers in the garden down there are so gross and ghastly.
Do you think maybe you could try offering something useful for a change?
Well, at least there's no way someone escaped through this window, Bale. They wouldn't wake up and smell the flowers after a fall from the 3rd floor.
Are you willfully ignoring the fact that there are also iron bars on the windows?
There's what?
No human can climb through these barbed windows.
No
I thought
human
those
can
were-
climb through
No
them.
human.
But cats can't wander. Where was your cat?
What is
Committing
Maisie's?
crimes.
What is Maisie's alibi?
Why did Macy want to leave? Guilty!
Got a guy.
Plead the fifth?
Yeah, I guess there's that too. Either way, no one could get through those windows, right?
They thought of everything when they were designing this courthouse. Very nice. Very nice. Very nice. Yeah, very nice. Nice.
Couch? That's not the couch.
Gosh. Foliage. It was Money the Monkey. I forgot about frickin' Money the Monkey.
That looks like Mark Twain.
Plastic bags. Well, plastic bags scattered all around.
Oh, those bags are keeping evidence safe, pal.
You know that much, detective.
You sure are good at this stuff, ain't you, pal?
Huh. This is.
Normally, I'd be happy when someone compliments me, but when it's this guy, and could these plastic bags be evidence of a fight between the two men?
Is it logic time?
It might be logic time. I'm just double checking. You have something to say?
Bad.
Detective Bad, do you have any thoughts on the case?
Faraday and Rel, it looks like they killed each other to me. Although, there are a few things that just don't seem right.
And what would they be?
Why don't you try thinking on your own first before you bother me, boy?
Well, now I've just been downgraded to just boy?
These two contradict each other? Yeah.
Yeah!
This a very tiny pile of plastic bags on the table, and yet a portion of them wound up scattered on the floor as well. It's not likely the ones on the floor were knocked over during a struggle. In which case, there might not be another explanation as to how they got there.
Another reason?
I believe it's possible that the blood on the outside of the bag is related somehow.
Well, get away from the Dago. Get that blood away from me, pal.
Detective Gumshoe, whose blood is on this bag?
Oh, hold on. Let me ask the lab guy. Labby!
Right.
No!
Please hurry.
Where'd you get a load of this, pal? It's Mr. Faraday's. Oh, and the technician said that they didn't find anything else in or on the bag, sir.
I could have said this!
It would appear that this bag is a very important piece of evidence.
Okay, if you say so. I'll leave it in your hands, pal. I'm
Okay.
here too.
Right.
I guess there's not much left to investigate, huh? They really did kill each other.
No. We can't conclude that quite yet.
Did you just boop my nose?
Boop. Just like gently caresses his finger onto his nose. Shh, say no more, sweet prince. There's still something I find very peculiar here. The theory that they simply killed one another is too simplistic in this case. In fact, there's actually a contradiction that shows there's another possibility.
No way, pal, really?
I suppose I'll just have to show you the contradiction in this crime scene.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. That
Yeah. Is it connected to any evidence?
it sure
I don't know.
is.
Now we come face to face with the contradiction I spoke of, and it is this. Mr. Faraday used his left hand to write with his fountain pen. Ergo, he is left-handed. And yet, the handgun is in his right hand. Don't you find it odd that the left-handed Mr. Faraday will hold the gun in his right hand?
Well, actually, pal, if he was left-eyed, he'd actually shoot with his left
That,
hand.
lady and gentlemen, is the great contradiction haunting this crime scene.
Hey, you're right, pal. That does seem kinda strange. But how could something like that happen?
The fact add up to one conclusion and one alone. Someone else put the gun in Mr. Faraday's hand after he died.
Someone else?
Plastic bag scattered on the floor, the gun in the wrong hand. I sense the presence of a shadowy figure behind this case. A person of vile intent who is serious about keeping the truth from us.
Happy September.
Oh, great to be here.
September.
Wow.
Eh?
Here's the autopsy report.
It is probable that Mr. Rell survived for a short time after he was shot. However, Mr. Faraday died instantaneously from his stabbing. Interesting. Okay. It looks like we now know everything we need to know about this case.
Are you sure we know everything?
Of course. The incident began with Mr. Faraday attempting to get his revenge. The prosecutor then went into a rage from being accused and tried to kill the defendant. But the defendant fought back, and they ended up killing each other. It is all very clear and simple. There is absolutely no margin for doubt.
Say that again.
Do you really believe that to be the truth?
It is quite simple, actually.
Close enough.
Ha! Are you saying that just because I figured out the truth before you? That you don't want to believe it's true? It's all right. If you disagree with my argument, then prove me wrong. Well, if there are any contradictions to be found, that is.
Don't worry, I will.
Mr. Faraday's death was instantaneous, while Mr. Rel survived for a short time. From this, it is obvious that Mr. Faraday died after he shot Mr. Rel. And Mr. Rel, while on the brink of death, stole Mr. Faraday's knife and stabbed him. Those are the facts of the case.
Mr. Faraday's death was instantaneous. Therefore, he must have attacked first. Proving that logic to be false is probably the fastest way to show her she's wrong. In that case, I should first look for any holes in her theory.
Okay. Wait, hold on. So it was
No.
Wait.
it was Faraday's death that was instantaneous.
Hmm.
Hang on. Oops.
I'm hanging.
I'm holding on.
Keep hanging on.
My fingers are slipping.
Brain blast!
Croissant.
What?
All right.
What? What?
No, wait, I get it. I get it.
Oh, god damn it. That's right.
Okay. Fair
I
enough.
got it. I saw the connection, connecting threads.
You connected the dots.
You're not insane. You're just a little crazy.
I know, but right now you can't tell.
I'm not crazy.
Faraday
I'm just
died
a
of a
little unwell.
knife stab and died instantaneously. Rel died from the bullet and was alive for a little bit after that. Okay. After he shot Mr. Rel, he could not have done that because he's right-handed.
Where do we have that evidence?
Wait, fuck, that's the wrong fucking evidence! Oh, fuck! This is why I was
messed
at
it
such
up.
low health last chapter.
For real.
No, that was the one thing.
I skipped your line, I'm sorry. Read that line, Edgeworth.
There's a clear contradiction in your line of logic.
And where, pray tell, would that contradiction be?
Maybe nowhere?
Exactly.
Could I have it all wrong?
Yes.
At this rate, I'll lose the truth for all eternity. Need to pay more attention to her testimony.
No, I know the testimony, I just fucked up. The pen. Yes.
Used by the left-handed Faraday.
Yes.
Looks like it had a quality nib.
Please. No!
No.
No! No!
You're wrong! Nuh-uh!
No!
Maybe press and she will specify right-handed.
Okay, fair enough.
I present as a counter-argument, nuh-uh!
Nuh-uh!
Yeah.
Nuh-uh!
Yeah-huh.
Mr. Faraday shot Mr. Rel before he died? Do you have a basis for that statement?
Your foolishness has no end, does it? Now, I hate to repeat myself, however. Mr. Faraday died instantaneously. That is all the basis I need.
Alright. So if Mr. Faraday died instantaneously, then he must have attacked Mr. Rel before being stabbed.
You're finally beginning to catch on, I see. But
So that's
listen,
not
I
it.
wouldn't have pressed if I didn't think I knew the answer, Gomez. No.
You idiot.
I'm seems so obvious.
Do you truly believe that Mr. Faraday died instantaneously?
I have the murder report right here. Mr. Faraday died instantaneously of shock due to being stabbed in the chest. Instantaneously.
Yeah. That's what you sound like.
English is not my first language, you fool!
She's got me there.
There, you see? It's been documented clear as day.
Oh!
Hold it!
I am currently speaking Japanese.
And?
Mr. Faraday shot Mr. Redler before he died.
Japanese isn't my first language either. Not even in
It's
the
your-
original Japanese version.
Because in the Japanese, she's American.
She's American in the Japanese version.
Oh, that's right.
So funny.
Yeah.
Do you have any basis for that statement?
Your foolishness has no end. Now I hate to repeat myself, blah blah blah, I said this already, that's all the basis I need. Blah, 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 blah.
Mr. Faraday died instantaneously. He must have attacked Mr. Rell before being stabbed.
Good job.
Blah, blah, blah.
Blah, blah, blah,
Very
blah.
good. Have a cookie. Have a Swiss roll.
Wait!
Claiming speculation as fact already, don't you feel that evidence is a bit lacking?
You'll find all the evidence you need just by looking around this room. Mr. Faraday collapsed on top of Mr. Rell. In addition, Mr. Faraday died instantaneously, making a counterattack impossible. Furthermore, the room is a total mess from their fight. I dare say that there's more evidence here than you could whip a whip at.
Looks like she's becoming more and more confident. And looking at this place, she might have a right to be. After all, everything here seems to support her theory.
It looks like you're starting to see my point. I've as good as won our little competition.
There's something strange about Francisca's theory. You should compare claim with the data I've gathered thus far. I just know there's a contradiction somewhere.
Instantaneous, Rell survived. Faraday died after he shot Mr. Rell. Mr. Rell on the brink of death stole Mr. Faraday's knife and stabbed him.
Stole.
Would it have been in the bag? Would he have known?
Can
that
we
it
look
was in the bag?
closer at the bag?
No.
Like there's no examine on the bag?
Oh, you mean this bag? Okay. I was thinking.
You should look at all the
I
evidence.
was thinking about the bag from like that was on the table, the black bag that
Oh,
had the
oh,
evidence
no.
in it.
This blood here is from Mr. Faraday, but there are no other clues to be found. Which begs the question,
Oh, what was in the bag?
do I need to put this bag inside another bag in order to preserve it as evidence?
Was there anything in this bag? Because the fact
I
that
don't
the
know, my
evidence
thought was
bag is
maybe-
empty.
My thought was maybe the knife was in the bag or something, but And like it stabbed through the bag.
Did I press this statement? I thought I pressed everything. I pressed this one first.
Let's
in
try
time.
again.
So you believe that the dying Mr. Rell stole the knife from Mr. Faraday?
Oh, you know what probably happened? I think I pressed the second statement first, and then it automatically moved onto the third one, and I thought that the third one was
Yeah.
the one that I had just pressed.
Oh,
Oh.
how could you?
Fool.
Lish.
I am the foolish. Mr. Rell became desperate as he did not want to die. Human beings can do amazing things when they are put to the test. So the two men struggled. And in the end, Mr. Rell was able to grab the knife and stab Mr. Faraday. The messy condition of this room is a testament to their struggle. Yes, my logic is perfectly sound.
Can you really say that it's perfect?
What are you insinuating?
That is.
Nothing. However, I can't let what you said slide by without further inquiry. One must be clear and precise. So if you could append that statement to your testimony.
Fine. They struggled, and Mr. Rell used the last of his strength to counterattack Mr. Faraday.
Hold it!
About this statement.
Mr. Rell used all his remaining strength to take the knife and defend himself. One can easily see that they had a violent struggle. Of course, it's nothing compared to what my riding crop can do.
I was wondering compare the damage a crop can do with the state of this room.
Furthermore, all the plastic bags on the floor in this room were scattered there due to a fight. Is there anything else that I can explain to you?
No, that will be fine.
You tiny little baby man.
Use the list of his strength. Okay.
Is that they struggle? Didn't hear a sign of struggle.
Oh yeah, here we go.
Yeah.
Please? Yeah.
Finally!
Hey.
If the two men were fighting, their struggle would have surely caused quite a bit of noise. However, Detective Gumshoe testified that he heard absolutely nothing.
You place too much faith in that detective's testimony, you know. But for the sake of argument, let's say there wasn't a fight. How, then, did Mr. Rell get his hands on the knife?
Mr. Faraday's bag was sitting right here in lobby number 2. It's not hard to imagine that perhaps Mr. Rell saw a chance and took it out at some point.
So, what you're saying is this. Mr. Rell took a chance when he saw the opportunity and took the knife from the bag. And then Mr. Faraday shot Mr. Rell after being stabbed?
Isn't there something strange in Francisca's statement just now?
Yes.
Wait, something doesn't add up.
Oh, really?
It's simply not possible for Mr. Faraday to have shot Mr. Rell after being stabbed.
Because he died instantly.
Yes.
Among other reasons.
Was it in this evidence or was it Death Notes?
That...
Oh yeah.
Is that
Not
one?
the crime report.
Yes.
Oh, here we go.
Okay.
Present.
Crime scene notes, death note, what's
Yeah.
the difference?
Same thing.
According to the coroner's report, Mr. Faraday died instantaneously, meaning that he died immediately upon being stabbed by a knife. Ergo, he could not possibly have fired the gun after that.
Ooh, you got me.
But of course.
Well then,
But of course.
if the report is correct, then there is only one correct explanation. If we suppose that Mr. Rell attacked first, then Mr. Faraday, who died instantaneously, would have been unable to kill Mr. Rell. Therefore, Mr. Rell must have stabbed Mr. Faraday after he got shot. Then they both died. That is the only explanation that makes logical sense.
Negating your opponent's ideas in order to prove your own theory. I see you've been studying, Francisca.
I just wanted to explain it to you as simply as possible.
Thank you, Renver.
Before you foolishly propose a foolish theory that only a foolish fool like you could.
How naive of you to believe that only your opinions are valid, and still expect to discover the truth that the crime scene offers you. Francisca, you've still got a ways to go.
What are you talking about? Are you saying there's a flaw in my logic?
Mr. Faraday died instantly. And the fact that he did is what gives rise to the contradiction in this scene. The contradiction here in this crime scene is... Order of events, order bodies fell, evidence bag is location. what order did the bodies fall in?
So it's Rel on the bottom.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Rel fell first, even though he might have lived after getting shot. And then Faraday fell after he was stabbed instantly. That's strange.
Well, we're
I think. It's like we're trying to get to the point of saying that there was a third person, right?
It wouldn't have been impossible for them to fall that way. Is the thing.
If like, oh, he shoots at a distance, he's still alive, grabs the knife and comes at you. But
Yes.
like was kind of collapsing as he does so.
Yeah. So that's not impossible. The order of events. But like I don't know how the other two would fit in. I mean, the evidence bag, he supposedly took both the gun and the knife out of the evidence bag, right? And it was on the table, and the table was totally undisturbed. So if there was a supposed struggle... I don't know. I don't know what to do.
Yeah. I feel like the thing I want to try and get us to is there was a third person around.
But how would the iron bars?
Yeah,
It's the one that we've ruled out, but I feel like it's the order of the bodies.
Okay. I mean, that feels like what the game is trying to say, I guess. Even though I can see a situation in my head where that would still be possible for them to fall like that, but...
Yeah. Let me get this straight. What you're arguing is this. Mr. Faraday took the gun from his evidence bag and shot Mr. Rell. Then, the wounded Mr. Rell found an opportunity to take the knife and strike back. Upon being stabbed, Mr. Faraday died on the spot, and Mr. Rell died thereafter. If that's the case, then how do you explain this? Take a good look at the order in which the bodies are piled.
No!
Mr. Faraday's body is lying on top of Mr. Rell's. Therefore, Mr. Rell must have died before Mr. Faraday.
Impossible!
Well, he's a real dick as he died.
Yes, I agree that it seems strange no matter what angle you approach it from. Which means that the real mystery behind this crime scene is that we must solve it.
No. Not so fast, Miles Edgeworth.
What now?
I simply think that you ought to think a bit more outside the box. And that's even clearer now that the incident started with Mr. Faraday's murderous intent.
She sure bounced back quickly. An explanation won't be enough this time. It's going to take some very decisive evidence to prove her wrong.
Might this be a good place to call
might
it?
be a good place to call it.
I think it might be.
What if we press A1 so we get music?
That's fair.
Oh, good point.
Yay!
It's better timing than last time, I think.
Yeah, I am looking through the transcript just to see if there was a better place. No, we're not gonna find a good place.
Yeah, that was good. That was good.
We're good.
I love this chapter and
We're
all the
the
characters.
best.
They're really great.
Yeah, it's a fun chapter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That I, for some reason, in my head thought was next game.
Oh, well,
I was wrong.
you are wrong.
How could I?
Guys, what are we doing tomorrow?
Forgotten City!
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yay! We're finishing it?
Yeah,
we
probably.
better be.
Babby
You better be.
Kind of soup,
Babby
It was
Swiss
Babby.
roll. Swiss roll soup.
Swiss
Swiss
roll.
roll.
Swiss rolls, delicious. Fast foods and milk soup.
I'll take the Swiss roll.
There's a cow in their soup.
Don't you put that the gun down?
Yeah.
Don't you?
Gumshoe.
Gumshoe?
Gumshoe.
Gumshoe, please.
Gumshoe's gone.
He's gone.
He ran out the building.
Bye, Gumshoe.
Good night.
Night, everybody.
No. Oh God, my jacket.
Good night.
Night.